Alright, so we have patch notes for version 1.04.00 for Tekken 8. This is the May 2024 patch notes. These have just been released as of less than an hour ago, so I'm hopping on the fucking hype bandwagon and making a fucking video about this shit real quick. Server update maintenance is going to be happening on as early as May 7th on a Tuesday at approximately 7 in the PMs. So look out for that shit. That's my time zone, is Pacific Standard Time. So that's the one I'm looking at. You guys all have this other shit to worry about, so go right ahead. Update contents. New items to the Tekken shop. Feature improvements and bug fixes. Right on. We need some of those. Properties and or behavior for selected moves and or selected characters were adjusted. Alright, well that is wonderful to hear. More Tekken shop bullshit. Don't care. Functional improvements, bug fixes, optimization of packet transmission and reception, as well as rollback processing during online matches, so we might have a little bit better online play. So wouldn't that be something if we had a better experience with matches online? Maybe the game would be somewhat playable in parts of the world like North America versus Europe. That might be kind of cool. I would love to play some of my European brethren. Improvement of the logic for detecting processing delay, displayed as red icon in the bottom right corner of the screen during online matches. So they're going to make the processing delay a little more intuitive, I guess. The individual that's fucking up the connection for both of us is probably going to be on full display, like, hey, both of you guys, you got this bitch to blame for the bullshit that's happening on screen right now. It's most of the time my opponent's fault from the looks of things. I'm not even being facetious. The parameter names for each item in play stats have been improved for better clarity. Alright, cool. Replay tips improvement, players skip animations, cool, that's fine. I'm happy about that because the replay thing, I mostly use practice mode, but I don't mind doing the replay every now and again. Optimized loading times and excited replay, cool. Character customization, bullshit again. I don't give a fuck about any of this stuff. Miscellaneous improvements. Okay, cool. So, base improvements. This is happening on May 7th, Tuesday at 7 p.m. And, perfect. So, let's check out what they actually fixed. Let's go over the actual notes here. So, I'm very, very fucking ecstatic for what changes they have made on to Kazuya, if any. Kazuya and Deviljin, but mostly Kazuya. Don't really care about anybody else, but obviously I want to know stuff like, you know, what's going on with Reina, Steve, Zafina, Raven, the characters that I like, the characters I play. It would be nice to have some buffs for the low-tier shits as well, like the Leroys and the Asukas of the world, even though I don't play those characters. The Bears, too, might need a few buffs here and there, minus the damage. Maybe nerf their damage, but buff their maneuvers. Anyway, so here we go. Regarding battle balance adjustment, direction of the future updates. Okay, so this is probably important. In the scheduled release of version 1.04 May 8th, the planned release of June, gradual balance. Okay, so there's another one coming out in June, obviously on top of the patch that we're getting in May. So this is not the only patch that we have to look forward to as far as balancing and behavioral adjustments for characters and gameplay in general is concerned. We can look forward to good shit in the future, pretty much as soon as Lydia comes out. So Lydia's coming out. Cool. Don't really give a fuck about Lydia. Would have much rather a cool character. You know, I wouldn't mind Armor King. Like, he's the one I want probably the most next to Heihachi. I want Heihachi back, but he's probably not coming back for quite a while. And when we do get Heihachi, it'll probably be like the young black-haired version of Heihachi, just as a DLC special. So, I mean, he's obviously coming back. We'd be stupid not to fucking think that Heihachi's dead for good. In the lore he is, but not in the DLC shit. Characters who are not able to fully exhibit their unique characteristics and strengths are unique to Tekken. Okay, so characters that are trash are gonna get fixed. Characters who are disproportionately strong, so characters that are fucking stupid OP are gonna get nerfed. That's next patch. Fuck! Alright, so that doesn't sound good for this one. Situations where one player dominates the attack, making it difficult to utilize defensive techniques. So Dragunov's gonna get fucked next month, guys. Well, I mean, it's only April 30th as of the making of this video, so in 2 months, expect Dragunov to get fucked. But for now, we still gotta put up with his bullshit. Alright, well, hopefully he'll have some adjustments this patch. Adjustments were made focusing on strengthening characters falling under Category 1. Adjustments for Category 2. Oh, what is this? With no adjustments, Victor, Lily, King, Paul, and Yoshimitsu got no adjustments this patch? So they're not going to be touched for 2 more fucking months. Wow. Lily, Victor, King, Paul, and Yoshi. I mean, damn. Paul is the only character on that list I can see right now that doesn't need adjustments. Like, what the fuck? What? They need to adjust Victor, Lily, King, and Yoshimitsu, you ask me. Those characters are all ridiculous. They have way too much shit. Oh, man. Lily's got way more tracking than she deserves to have right now. That fucking feisty rabbit 50-50 is ridiculous. Victor's running while running 2, mixed with his forward 2 is complete bullshit because forward 2 tracks and it's very difficult to punish even though it's minus 17. While running 2 is easy to sidestep to the right, but if they delay it and place it properly, good luck ever fucking sidestepping it. Plus what happens on counter hit? That shit needs to go. Adjustments are also underway for performance. Okay, cool. Adjustments are planned to alleviate Category 3 and enhance the value of player... Okay, so we're going to be experiencing more times where we can actually have our turn in June. So as of May, nobody's still allowed to have turns yet, except for the character that's on the offensive. The character defending all the fucking time is not allowed to play the game. Fair enough, so let's everybody wait until the end of June to play Tekken 8 again. I'm probably going to take a bit of a breather. As you've noticed, I haven't been streaming as much lately. It's because I'm just really disappointed with how horrible everything is right now, and I'm not really having a whole lot of fun. I steamroll people when I fuck around with Dragunov, but when I play Kazuya, my main character of 30 years, I'm getting fucking wrecked at Bushin, Tekken King, Tekken Emperor level. So, you know, it's not even like... I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. It's almost like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing. But it feels like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing when I'm playing that game. So it's really frustrating. Tekken 8 is very different. So I'm still learning it. I'm still trying to adjust to it. You know, like 30-year veteran of Tekken, but I wasn't playing high level all that time. So, and Tekken 8 is a very different game from 7. So, anyway, special style. Who cares? By adjusting the key input for aerial combos, certain moves we alleviated a situation where combos would whiff. Nice, so they made special style even easier for bitches. Right on. The cases where attacks were coming out faster than intended when countering immediately after blocking an opponent's low attack have been corrected. Okay. So, we made some a positive and a negative adjustment for the special style users. Good for you guys, but also get fucked on the whole getting easier punishes there. Not like special style users punish anything anyways, but still. Certain text icons and other elements in the move list have been modified. Who gives a fuck? Move list changes, super slow motion sequences, the occurrence of unintended behaviors during slow motion sequences have been alleviated. This is all behavior changes. Rage Art, okay, what's this? Power Crush property for before an attack's activation has been adjusted so there's no hit stop when the opponent's attack is intercepted, alleviating the occurrence of whiffing against certain attacks. As a result of this change, there may be instances of whiffing when intercepting certain jumping attacks, which will be addressed in the next patch. Okay, fixed an issue where specific situations' visual effects were triggered despite the attack being stopped. Visual effects were triggered despite the attack being stopped. Okay, interesting. Fixed an issue where the behavior of Rage Art's cinematic scenes for certain characters differed from the normal behavior in specific, weird, some shit that I've never really seen before. Power Crush property before an opponent's activation, though, I'm curious what that is, has been adjusted so there's no hit stop when the opponent's attack is intercepted. So, no hit stop? So that means that Rage Arts are even more fucked? Like, if I'm doing, I don't know, like a 1-2 punch combo, in Tekken 7, for example, there was a hit stop animation that if you did a 1-2 natural combo string or whatever, both punches would go through and actually connect with the opponent, and then the Rage Art would connect like a couple of frames after the second punch came out, and your character would eat the Rage Art. But the character doing the Rage Art would still eat the full damage, not the full damage, but the full string, with scaled damage, thanks to the Power Crush properties of the Rage Art. Because of the hit stop property with the Rage Arts in Tekken 7. Now in Tekken 8, the hit stop property is significantly dumbed down. Usually the second punch in a 1-2 combo a 1-2 natural combo doesn't even come out before the Rage Art connects. Now it sounds like, from this, that the rage arts are going to connect before the second punch is even shown. Like, damn, dude. Like, so rage arts are getting a buff. Alright then. No, that we're going to be taking a lot less damage when we go to do a rage art. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, rage arts have saved my ass a few times, but they're certainly more annoying than they are useful. Especially being only minus 15 on block. I hate that shit. Kazuya has to punish with a fucking throw, otherwise you're gonna risk dropping the electric and then losing the round potentially. So, no, fuck, they didn't adjust the frames on the rage arts. Okay, cool. The pushback collision for heat burst detection of the opponent upon aerial hit has been expanded upwards, making it more difficult to jump over the opponent. Okay, so, cool. That's fine. I like that because, you know, certain moves like Devil Jin, when he gets up and he's in fly stance and you're against the wall and you're trying to pressure Devil Jin and he's on the fucking ground and then they fucking hit 3+4 and he flies up in the air, you go for a heat burst and that shit fucking whiffs because Devil Jin's high up in the air. So, it sounds like they're gonna fix that shit. Thank fuck, because that was annoying. The unnatural look, although Kazuya's heat burst will probably still whiff because it hits with his left arm, and we all know how fucked his left arm is in this game. His left arm has like almost no hitbox for any of the moves that use the left arm, aside from like down back one, and that's pretty much it. Unnatural looking animation occurring when clashing with the opponent's striking attack has been corrected. Okay. Instances where the position... This is all just bug behavior changes, not a big fucking deal. This is behavior... where the position change became strange. When opponent blocks your attack near the wall have been alleviated. The positioning became strange. Maybe when a camera switch would go on or something, now that's not going to happen anymore. Thank fuck. I hope it's something like that, because camera switches in this game are abundant, and they're not even... They're like, what the fuck scenarios. Like, not... I understand when the camera is supposed to switch, but when you just get a random switch and neither player expects it, you got both players on the stage having like a 30 millisecond what the fuck moment before we come back into the fight. So we're removed from the fight entirely for a split second, both of us, and now we're back into the fight, almost like starting round one again, even though like the round's almost over. I hate that fucking shit. You can literally see the confusion happen on screen when it happens to two other players in a fight, and that shit's going on. It's so frustrating. So maybe they fix that. That'd be great. The issue of positioning became strange when hitting near the wall for certain characters has been alleviated for heat smash. Okay? The positioning became strange is such a weird way to fucking put that, but this is not typed out by a native English speaker, so that's fine. Collision detection for opponent when both heat burst and heat dash are used in the same aerial combo has been expanded upward, making it less possible to jump over the opponent. Cool for heat dash. Fair enough. I wonder what that entails entirely. So aerial combo has been expanded upward. Collision detection for heat dash. So does that mean that Kazuya now can get... I mean, I know I'm talking mostly about Kazuya, but do I get a rage art at the end of my heat dash after a massive combo? Because that'd be fucked up. But I'd be down. I know that some characters get rage arts after their fucking heat dashes. So, health gauge. Implemented changes to enhance visibility to the icon, indicating the power-up state. Irrelevant to people who play characters with nothing like that. Modified the behavior of the health gauge to play an animation when all damage taken is recoverable for better clarity of situation. Really? We needed more clarity? Like the big-ass gray health bar flashing with red on both sides of it is not clear enough for us to see? Alright, whatever. As long as it's not too fucking crazy. We got enough shit flying all over the screen all the time anyway. This is Tekken 8, man. Descent into subconscious. To make it easier to identify a position near the wall, we have improved the effects and objects that indicate being near a wall. Okay, that's cool. Happy about that. Honestly, that final floor stage is really annoying to detect where the fucking wall is on that one. Even though it's a massive area, we still get the wall sometimes, especially with characters like Brian, who can carry you all the way from fucking point A to point Z. The issue where stage objects were appearing in front of the character in specific situations has been alleviated. Cool. Alright, so all this stuff, stage breakables, behavior. When activating heat by landing a heat engager, recoverable health is replenished while the character runs to the opponent. However, when activating a stage gimmick by landing a heat engager, the motion of approaching the opponent did not occur, resulting in no recoverable health being replenished. Alright, like breaking balconies and shit. Therefore, we have adjusted it so that when triggering a stage gimmick while activating heat through a heat engager, health will recover during the stage gimmick animation. Cool, I like that change. Good stuff. That's fair. If you're going to make health recoverable for, 90% of the heat engager occurrences, you might as well do it for 100% of them. Wake up and downstate. Implemented a change where stage gimmicks do not activate for characters in a completely down state until they get up. However, we made the following additional fix regarding this point. Fixed an issue where the specific wake-up actions or character-specific moves performed from a down state, such as Alice's while down and facing up so the fly, when she stands back up with a fly, were treated as if the character was still down, causing stage gimmicks not to activate even when the character was already up. And they've changed that now. Cool. All right, that's fine. Because, yeah, it sucks having Alisa fly back up or Deviljin fly back up from a down state, you hitting them with a big-ass move, and then them getting a wall splat, but normally the wall should break or the balcony should break or something. I've had that happen a few times online with Kazuya, or against people using Kazuya, and it really fucking pisses you off because you expect one thing to happen, and it doesn't happen, and then you're in that what the fuck state for a second, and that takes you out of the game for a moment, and then you get fucked up for it, so... Oh, throws. Okay, well, we got this wall blast and break shit. That's already done. Increased the input window for... Oh, nice. For throw escapes when the throw is a counter hit from 10 frames to 14 frames. Okay, so it was 10 frames. It wasn't 8 frames like we thought. Either way, 10 to 8 frames, doesn't matter. It's bullshit. 14 frames, though, is the... That's the standard classic fucking throw break timing for all previous Tekkens before Tekken 7. We have 20 frames to break the throw now as of Tekken 7, but in Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Tekken 6, Tekken 5, all those games beforehand, it was 14 frame break windows for all throws, universally, on top of the throw input itself, which was 10 to 12 frames typically. So you had like 24 to 26 frames to break a throw, which, with having to include the decide factor of, oh, is that a 1-2 or 1+2 break? You don't just react with an immediate button, you have to react to what's happening on screen, and doing that in 24 frames is pretty fucking crazy hard to do. I sucked ass at breaking throws in Tag 2 and Tekken 6, but I could break them consistently now. But these counter hit throws being buffed like that, or nerfed like that, is great. Added sound effects to the counter hit throws too, fixed an issue where certain throws did not replenish recoverable health when hitting. Cool. So they've... done a very positive change on the counter hit throws. Happy about that. Really bummed out that they're still homing though. But hopefully this adjustment here alleviates some of the problems with counter hit throws. But I doubt it. Homing throws are still a problem, and they're going to be a problem for the future to come. Wall splat specific throws. Correction made to prevent certain wall splat specific throws from connecting after a wall break. Okay, issue where instance of a hard wall break, certain wall splat specific rules not activating against an opponent during the first wall splat has been corrected. Alright, whatever, it's not a big fucking deal. Low throws. The conditions for specific throws have been relaxed, allowing throws to activate even when hitting slightly from the side. Have been relaxed. Interesting choice of words. Character unique throws for aerial combo capable throws. Considering their damage, we've standardized the attack startup to 14 frames across the board. Asuka. Okay. Interesting. So they've increased the input frames. Instead of 12 frames, they're 14 frames to impact now. And only the throws that launch. Cool. So Asuka, Jack, June, Law, and Xiaoyu all have launching throws, and now their throws that launch are nerfed to a considerable extent. Those extra 2 frames are going to make a huge difference. Almost all of these throws are broken with 1+2, except for Jack's. Although I think is Xiaoyu's broken with 2, approaching opponent. I think hers might be broken with 2. Yeah, hers is a 2 break. Jack's is a 2 break, but the rest of them are 1+2 breaks. And yeah, good shit. I'm glad that was changed. That's a nice change. I'm happy about that. Combo throws are bullshit. Change to prevent triggering floor break while running stomp. Hard floor break and floor bat. Okay, good. Yeah, that's good. That was annoying as fuck. You're just trying to run up to the opponent. You accidentally get the stomp and that activates the floor blast. Oh man, it's seriously irritating. You only want that shit to happen when you're ready for that shit to happen. Where is this? Let's see. Heat fuck. Strong aerial tailspin. Adjusted to increase the knockback distance of strong aerial tailspin when used 3 or more times in the same aerial combo. Okay. Good. Thank fuck. So the strong aerial tailspin is the spinneroonie, essentially. That shit that Yoshimitsu, Nina, and Feng players would be doing on a regular fucking basis, like 3 or 4 times in a combo, and it would make the combos last 20 plus goddamn seconds. Now they might only be able to land 1, maybe 2 of them, and then by the time they usually input the 3rd one, the spinneroonie is going to be pushing your character far enough back that they're not going to be able to connect with the 3rd one, so they have to readjust their combos. So fucking get effed, Feng and Nina, and what was the other one that I said? Feng, Nina, and the Yoshimitsu players who have all these bullshit spinneroonie combos. You guys need to change your combos up now. System was made to address situations where highly repetitive aerial combos with looping patterns were possible. Bullshit. Yeah, that's good. As well as to balance out the advantage gained by certain characters by combining it with the reduced knockback effect from Heat Dash. Oh, that is so nice. So after Heat Dash, you probably can't land a spinneroonie and then continue your combo. Thank fuck for that. Alright, good shit. Strong aerial spike. When performing strong aerial spike against an opponent from behind, and the opponent does a backward ukemi, so a tech roll, a backward get up. Timing opponent can block during the ukemi made quicker by 3 frames. Strong aerial spike. Okay, so this is only from behind, it sounds like. And the opponent is doing backward ukemis from behind, timing opponent. Okay, so the person that is now getting hit. So if, say, for example, I'm Kazuya, I do my combo, and then I do the tornado spin, and then I run up to you and I do the forward 4 tech. I'm going to usually go for forward 4 after that for the or hell sweep or something for the follow up okazemi. But now, you could still land forward 4 from a downed opponent if they're face up feet away from you, which is what this is referencing right now, or face down feet away. But they can get up 3 frames quicker now. So that's cool. I don't mind that, because you don't need to have, you don't necessarily need to have extra tech bullshit options if they're already back turned. Odds are you probably just got a fuck ton more damage than you normally would from a regular combo anyways if they're back turned. So, and on the ground. In Tekken 8 we got common, QCF and QCB inputs fixes. Command techniques using QCB and QCF, once the directional input is completed within the specified time, and move could be executed regardless of the subsequent directional input. However, due to frequent unintended activations caused by this mechanism, this fucking English is crazy, dude. Due to frequent unintended activations caused by this mechanism, it has been modified to only accept the final direction input specified for the move command. Okay. Not 100% sure about what that means because the wording is confusing as fuck. But however, due to frequent unintended activations caused by this mechanism, it has been modified to only accept the final directional input specified for the command. Okay, so obviously it's only going to be detecting the forward or the back input with the button input. But I'm not sure how, is that going to affect wave dashes? For Mishimas, I doubt it, because wave dash is not necessarily done by like quarter circle forward isn't part of the inputs for wave. You can do wave dash by doing like a forward neutral quarter circle forward, forward neutral quarter circle forward. But fuck, I hope that doesn't affect wave dashes. Devil Jin's thing is probably the only thing. Oh fuck, Steve's throw as well. The only characters I play that are affected by this change are Devil Jin and Steve. Huh. So his rocket launcher is affected by this, and his hefty low. Huh. And his two throw. Okay, well, I mean, those are significant changes because you're going to be using all three of those moves pretty fucking regularly as a Steve player, so. Damn, okay. Okay, so, we're starting off with going in alphabetical order. We already know there's several characters on the list that have no changes to them, so if you don't see your character on this list, like if you're a bitch-ass Victor player, then get fucked, your character's not changed at all, but also get fucked everybody else who hates Victor because Victor's not changed at all, so, sick, I love this game. Alisa, down forward 1, has been buffed behaviorally, not balance-wise. So, the phenomenon where the opponent could... I fucking love the dude who's writing this shit. The phenomenon in the subsequent quantization of the astrophysical effect of the down forward 1 animation. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Where his English is better than mine. Where the opponent could crouch to evade subsequent high attacks after being hit by down forward 1 unnaturally quickly has been corrected. Fucking hell, dude. I don't give a fuck about any of these characters. Okay, well, Alisa is one of the characters I do care about because she's pretty strong and I want her to get nerfed. Those chainsaws are bullshit, so down forward 1 is not a chainsaw move. Down back 2-2. Damage output for the input down back 2-2, 1+2 was inconsistent with expectations. Inconsistent with expectations, so the damage has been adjusted from 13 to 10 to match the damage output of the input down back 2-2. Okay. I don't even know what that move is. What is down back 2-2? Back 1+4. The issue where the positional relationship became strange when being attacked by the opponent during an attack animation has been fixed. Okay, while rising 4, so her 11 frame while standing punish. I hate this while rising bullshit. It's fucking while standing, dude. The hitbox has been expanded to mitigate whiffing for certain moves. Oh, that's fair. You know, she needs an 11 frame punish. I don't care how broken your character is. Everybody deserves an 11 frame while standing punish. That's consistent as fuck. And I've never seen that move whiff, but cool, good for you guys. Alisa players. Looks like she's, I don't know, sounds like she's just pretty much the exact same. So, rest easy, your character's not been touched. Azucena, I'm stoked about this bitch. See what she's got going on in a sec. Asuka, don't give a fuck about this character. Think Asuka's a piece of shit. Think Asuka players are brain-dead morons most of the time. Which, let's be real, most Asuka players are like 12-year-olds. You know, like that don't really know what the fuck is going on, and they pick up the game and play it for 20 minutes, and then they put it down. That's pretty much every Asuka player in a nutshell, barring like 7. Based on the by the way, I'm kidding. So stop being all fucking couple of etc. and so forth. Based on the overall direction of version 1.04, adjustments were made to improve the usability of the new elements in Tekken 8, namely Nani wa Gusto and Destabilizer, to expand the variety of offensive options. All right, cool. During Rage, her Rage art. The hitbox and intercepting an opponent's attack has been expanded to reduce instances of whiffing on certain situations. So she's never going to whiff that shit again. Cool, that's fair. Rage arts shouldn't ever whiff. Unless they're done from across the fucking screen, obviously. So, after parrying right punch attack. Oh, okay, so the whatever it's called. This built-in parry to her move. The opponent upon successful parry has been adjusted in instances of whiffing and certain... Okay, so they should never going to whiff after the parry again. Down forward 1-2. Pretty useless attack unless it hits on counter hit. Phenomenon where the opponent could crouch to evade subsequent high attacks after being hit by down forward 1. Unnaturally quickly has been correct. Oh. Wait, after being hit by Hold up a second. Okay, So does this mean that down forward 1, 2, and down back 4, 3 do they jail now? No. Because I'm assuming when it says after being hit, it means after the move connects on an actual hit, right? Not on block. I'm assuming that's what it means. It's like after being hit by down forward 1, you can crouch to evade. Wait, what the fuck? I don't get. Where the opponent could crouch to evade subsequent high attacks after being hit by down forward 1 or down back 4, the spinning kick that she has that is trash, unnaturally quickly has been. Unnaturally quickly? What the fuck does that even mean? Unnaturally quickly has been corrected. How? Could crouch to evade subsequent high attacks after being hit, so they shouldn't be able to crouch to evade the next attack. You're supposed to just be able to block it. Well, obviously, they're not natural combos, but unless it's counter hit, both attacks, down forward 1 and down back 4. Okay, so after being hit by down forward 1, for example, you can't just block or you can't just duck the follow-up 2. You have to either eat the 2 or block the 2. So cool. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Running 1+2. Reduce the knockback distance when the attack is blocked. Okay. So she's able to keep up her pressure because that move is plus. Changes have been made to trigger Tornado upon counter hit. Okay, so it tornadoes on counter hit now, and she can continue pressure after while running 1+2 because the knockback distance is decreased. So, oh shit. Alright, so Asuka's gonna have some more pressure tools now. Not just forward 1, but she's got this one now. The power-up version. Damage reduced from 42 to 36. Get fucked, Asuka. Tornado is now triggered upon hit or counter hit. Fair enough, it's the souped-up version. That's gonna suck, though, because it's already plus on block, and they've reduced the... Oh, man. Opponent's behavior on block has been adjusted. Opponent's recovery time has been increased by 5 frames, from +6 to +11. What? Opponent's recovery time has been increased by 5 frames from +6 to +11. Also, when the opponent is near a wall, they will now be susceptible to wall splat. I don't understand what it means by this. Opponent's recovery time has been increased by 5 frames. So Nani with Gusto was... Are they saying that it was -6 on block? And now it's -11 on block? The souped-up version of this move? I don't know. I'm going to have to test that. Because it's saying that the opponent's able to recover faster. I honestly don't know what this is on block. I thought this was plus. I always thought this move was plus. I mean, I can't... Is it really only -6? Now it's -11, and she recovers closer to you? Does that mean you get a guaranteed jab punish? Like, that seems a little bit, a little shitty. I don't know. This one's confusing as fuck. I don't know. Up 1+2, the consumption amount of heat was inconsistent between the inputs. So the consumption amount has been standardized to the lowest consumption. Alright, cool. That's just the ground pound move that she can do, that she can end combos with. The frame advantage on block has been changed from -9 to -3 during destabilizer. Reduce the knockback distance when the attack is blocked. Now deals chip damage on block. Frame advantage on block has been changed from -18 to -14. Ooh, shit. Alright then. So, Asuka's got some significant buffs. Interesting. Alright, we got Azucena now. Balance direction for Azucena. Based on the overall direction of 1.04, adjustments were made to suppress the outstanding performance of certain moves. Additionally, since relying solely on low-risk pokes was overly effective, the performance of such moves has been toned down while enhancing the performance of moves related to special stances. To make it easier to fight with Azucena's distinctive playstyle, Further improvements to the performance of moves related to special actions are planned for the next update. So she's going to get fucked on this one, and she's getting fucked on the next one too. Good. She's one of the top 3 right now, so I'm glad. Although we didn't see her in the grand finals of EVO, which was actually kind of crazy to me. I thought we'd see at least one Feng and at least one Azucena. We only got one Dragunov, and the rest of them were Laws, Ninas, and Lilies. So, holy fuck. Crazy shit. What else we got? And a Steve, too. Don't forget the Steve. That was so sick. Low highs Steve. Alright. Rage Art for Muno, okay. Alleviated, not gonna whiff anymore. Azucena 1-1. That's her 10-frame punish. To make it easier to evade with sidesteps, the hitbox of the first attack has been reduced. Hell yeah. Okay, the frame advantage on block. Yeah, the hitbox of the first attack has been reduced. Good, because her jab was insane. You have her jab in the same fucking game as Kazuya and Deviljin's jab that don't even fucking exist. And that's not fucking fair, because her jab was crazy. The range on that shit was fucked. It is fucked. It won't be repaired until May 8th. So, frame advantage on block for the second attack has been changed from -9 to -10, so we get a jab punish now after 1-1. Good. That move is supposed to be used as her jab punish, not as just a random thing you can throw out in the middle of fucking nowhere to apply some kind of pressure to the opponent. -9 is way too strong for a move like that. It's ridiculous. Distance from the opponent on hit or block of the second hit has been reduced. Good, so our jab punish is going to be pretty much guaranteed. I guarantee you Kazuya and Deviljin are still going to whiff their jabs, though. It's going to be hilarious. Azucena 2-1. Another... oh, good. Okay. Well, we got some big-ass changes down here. I'm going to just scroll up for a sec so that it doesn't spoil any shit. 2-1. Let's do one at a time. Alright, the hitbox of the first attack has been reduced to make it easier to evade through side steps. Cool. So we can step her now. Wow, that's so nice. The recovery time of the second attack has been increased by 4 frames. The frame advantage on block has been changed from -3 to -7. So now the recovery time on the second attack on whiff, for example, we have more of an opportunity to punish it on whiff. Frame advantage on block has been changed, so now after this move gets blocked, -3, she could literally do anything she wanted, even throw another jab, because it only gets 13 frames at that point, right? It's basically at -3. It technically is still neutral. I mean, not entirely, but -3 is not that bad. Especially when you have Power Crush in this fucking game, when Power Crush is activated at 7 frames, and Heat Burst and shit. So, yeah, -3, not that fucking bad. -7, though, that's significant. She can't Power Crush, she can't Heat Burst, she can't really do anything. Yeah, that's pretty strong. You can do a lot of shit right here with -7. The frame advantage on hit has been changed from +7 to +3. Oh my god, they are fucking destroying Azucena. Great. Glad to see this. This is awesome shit, Bamco. Keep it up so far. She gets less frame advantage on hit, so it's almost neutral on hit now. It was +7 before that, which means essentially at +7, if she's at +7, you can't really do anything, not even move. You can activate your Power Crush, but it can still be beaten out with jabs. And if she's at -7, then the same thing applies to her. She can't Power Crush, she can't sidestep, she can only backdash and block, and even then backdashing isn't really recommended. So she can really only just block at -7. You can't really do anything. Your turn is effectively over. She's still safe, but at least she's not fucking going anywhere. So, great. This is awesome shit. 2-1 is a much more fair move. 1-1, much more fair move. What else we got here? Down forward 1-4-1. The big one. Besides while running 3-2. The input window for the second hit has been reduced, preventing delays in its execution. Oh, fuck. Okay. The damage for the second hit has been decreased from 17 to 13. That's cool. Hitbox of the second attack has been reduced to make it easier to evade through sidesteps. So maybe we can sidestep after... No, the input window for the second hit has been reduced, preventing delays in execution. Yeah. Okay, so you can't delay down forward 1-4 anymore. You need to commit to down forward 1-4. So, and the second attack has been reduced to make it easier to evade through side steps. So, if down forward 1 whiffs, you can step down forward 1/4 reliably. Which before the 4 would very often still clip you, especially if you're using larger hitbox or larger hurtbox characters like the Bears and King, Jack. Those guys, like they're so huge that it's hard for them to fucking get around that shit. Even Kazuya, who's just a regular sized, his movement is average, his hitbox is average. Even I got clipped by that many times after evading the down forward 1. So yeah, it's good to have that finally nerfed. Duration of the attack and the hitbox of the third attack have been adjusted to make it less likely to hit opponents behind you. Wow. So no more. Wow. So if you get Azucena's back, she's not going to turn around at the 1, down forward 1/4 1. The 1 is at the end there, isn't going to suddenly magically fucking turn around and meet you on the end of your fucking sidewalk right as you're about to go for your punish. That is great. You have no idea how many times I'm sidewalking that fucking move. I miss the down forward 1/4. She gets the down forward 1/4 1 and fucking turns around and hits me. What the fuck? So it's not going to happen anymore. Great. Down back 3. Change the damage from 12 to 14. So she got a buff on down back 3. They want you to use that move more. That's fine. Down back 4. Change the damage from 17 to 13. That's fantastic. So down back 4 is going to be pretty much useless. If you spam that move, you're pretty stupid. It's also minus 14 on block, so a lot of characters in the game can launch it. And everybody gets a significant damage punish for it, so it's a terrible move. Back 1/1, the tracking ability of the second hit has been enhanced on hit or block of the first attack. This adjustment aims to mitigate instances of attack whiffing partway through. Fine. It's a small buff. Not much to say about that one. Forward 4. The combo damage scaling after hit has been adjusted to 70%. The combo damage scaling after hit. Yeah, that's fair. It would... I can't believe it. I didn't even realize it did more than 70% during a combo as the second hit in the combo. Jesus. Alright, well that's interesting to see. I'm not an Azu player, so I didn't see that. Okay, while running 3-2. This is the other big one that everybody talks about. The damage of the second attack has been changed from 27 to 20. Wow. The frame advantage on block has been changed from +5 to +2. Oh man. So they fucked with the damage, which was the big gripe. And which means the chip damage is going to be significantly less, which is great. Still going to be a problem, I bet. As far as chip damage goes, because chip damage in Tekken is kind of weird. But frame advantage on block has been changed from +5 to +2. Dude, we can do things now. +5? It was so hard to even move after that. +2, that's nothing. You can step... And now all those other moves have been fucked with so that you can sidestep them. All the other moves that she uses on a regular basis... We can now sidestep after blocking a while running 3-2. Do you know what that means? It means we can actually play Tekken against Azucena now. That's so fucking cool, man. I'm really happy with that change. We haven't seen it implemented in action yet, but on paper, from the looks of just reading it, that's a fantastic fucking change. I welcome it with open arms, man, because the move isn't dead. People are still going to use that shit. It's still their turn after they do the move. It's still going to do hefty chip damage. And +2 on block is nothing, it's nothing that bad. And the move is still going to be strong. It's still going to wall splat. It's still going to have good wall carry. You can still apply pressure with it. It's still spammable, but you can evade it a lot more thanks to the previous nerf, and now it's not so scary when you block it either. Oh, that's so great. Okay, next. Approach opponent, down 1+2. This is her down throw, I'm assuming. Down 1+... What the fuck is that move again? I can't remember where that move is. Down 1+2. Approach opponent. Expanding the hurt box of the opponent's counterattack to be more likely to connect after the attack ends. The collision detection with the opponent has been expanded upwards to reduce the instances of positional swapping. I don't remember what down 1 plus 2 is. I can't even think of it off the top of my head right now. I'll probably remember it as soon as I stop this video, but it's fine. Okay, great. Azucena is nerfed into the fucking ground. We can all rest easy. And this bodes well for the future of this patch. I'm excited to read the rest of the notes. Alright, moving on to the next one. We got Brian. This is going to be interesting because Brian, I don't play Brian, but he's one of my favorite characters, so I'm really stoked to see what I hope he gets some nerfs. Sorry, not nerfs, fuck that. Brian is one of the very mid-tier characters, and he deserves to be, considering how crazy difficult Brian is to play. Every time I fight a Brian player online, I don't care what rank the Brian player is. They could be fucking Mighty Ruler. They could be fucking Tekken God. They're top tier with their skill, their fundamentals, their ability to punish, their movement. Brian players, their fucking matchup knowledge. Brian players are talented fucking people, okay? And I don't play Brian, so I'm not sucking my own dick here. I'm straight up, I'm being honest. You guys, you got my respect. Brian players are really fucking top tier dudes. So, but your character is working against you in this game due to how weak he is in contrast with everybody else. He's not completely fucked because at least on the wall, Brian is extremely strong and fucking terrifying, and his keep out game is second to pretty much none. But in the neutral, he can be pretty screwed over pretty often with a lot of the crazy mechanics that this game now has with Heat Burst and Heat Smash. And a lot of characters have ridiculous frames in this game that kind of just make all of Brian's good shit obsolete. And so, let's see what he's got now. Balance direction. Based on the overall direction of version 1.04, adjustments have been made to improve the usability of new features introduced in Tekken 8. Namely Heat Smash and Snake Eyes. These changes are intended to expand the range of offensive options, particularly in Heat state. Okay. During Heat, damage has been changed. So the Heat Smash, 45 to 55. Wow. So Brian's Heat Smash is one of the strongest in the game now. 55 damage is 5 damage more than your average Heat Smash. Frame advantage on blocks has been changed from +9 to +15. Whoa. Okay, +15. That's pretty fucked. So no more bitching about your Heat Smash, guys. And it's still floor breaks, I'm assuming. The opponent's behavior on block has been altered to prevent them from hitting walls. So it's definitely going to floor break, and it will not connect to, like, it's not going to give a fuck about the walls anymore. The attack hitbox has been expanded on and the mid-air opponent's behavior has been modified to reduce the occurrence of whiffing mid-combo. Wow, so every problem this Heat Smash had is now rectified. So now Brian has gone from having one of the objectively worst Heat Smashes in the game to one of the best Heat Smashes in the game. So cool, good for Brian players. This could be a problem for everybody who doesn't main Brian, but, you know, whatever, we'll cross that bridge when it's built. During Rage, no more whipping, no more whipping the fucking Rage art. Fine, so what is this? 3+4 and down forward 2-3. So the kick specifically in this one, I'm assuming, adjusted the collision detection with the opponent to make it less likely for a counter hit to miss when intercepting this attack with a power crush. Okay, so they adjusted that appropriately, I guess. That makes sense. What else we got? Down 3-2, it's kind of a shitty move, where the opponent could crouch unnaturally quickly and evade the second hit immediately after the first hit has been corrected. Really? So down 3-2 can't be ducked on hit anymore? Same adjustment they did to Asuka's shit? Oh man, fuck. So we have to block the punch now? If we hit the kick? Unless it's a natural combo in which we're eating both hits. That's fucking brutal, man. Okay, it's not a shitty move. I take it back. It's a really good move now. Fucking spam your down 3-2, guys. That's a really good low. I hope we can still crouch it on a hard read. Like, if the opponent's like, oh yeah, or if you're like, oh yeah, he's gonna do a down 3-2 now, but you're a bit slow and you hit, I don't even know what that means. Like, unnaturally quickly. So you're stunned for long enough after the down 3 that you can't duck the 2 anymore. I don't know how to feel about that. Down back 1+2. Decrease the distance from opponent on first hit, mitigating the occurrence of whiffing mid combo. That's fair. Good adjustment. QCB 3. So his hatchet. The hitbox has been expanded, reducing the occurrence of some moves whiffing on close range. Whew, alright. So they buffed his best low. It's got more range now. Cool, alright. QCB 4. Same thing, whiff against opponents on a down state. So this is now Brian's go-to Oki tool. You never really want to do anything else. That's fair. His Oki tool should have always been this anyways. What else we got? During Snake Eyes, 3+4, hold 2. So the one where he charges up his attack and is very, very effective against the wall if you don't step him. Reversal break effect has been added so that it is no longer possible to mitigate with a power crush or attack reversal. Whoa. Okay. So you have to step this. Cool. Okay, so they're making us play Tekken with Brian 2, against Brian 2. You fucking power crush, reversal parry spamming bitches now have to use proper Tekken fundamentals to get around that move. Good. Fucking about time, man. I hate when people just, I don't know what to do, I suck at the game, so I'm gonna power crush my way into victory because I would rather just stay on the offensive and steal my turn back than actually having to learn how to play the fucking game and adjust myself accordingly when I'm on the defense. I'd rather just never be on the defense. I want to consistently be on the offense. Fuck you, Brian says. Get some defense knowledge in that Gehirn, in dein Gehirn. This is so fucking... That's perfect. Good. I don't like Power Crush or parries as a mechanic in Tekken, so that shit's great. I'm happy about that. During Snake Eyes, forward 2-1, 2-3-1. Third hit can now be delayed. Consumption of remaining heat has been changed from minus 240 frames to 150 frames. Minus 150 frames. Okay. Jesus. So he gains 90 frames, a second and a half worth of heat back. So that's like, I don't know, how long is that? A quarter of a bar? He gains like a quarter of a bar back from using that instead of, or he loses a quarter of a bar less. I'm assuming that's what that is. His heat bar. The frame advantage on block went from minus 12 to minus 2. So it's safe now. Jesus. The frame advantage on hit has been changed from plus 3 to plus 9. The frame advantage on block for the fourth hit has been changed from minus 15 to minus 3. The frame advantage on hit for the fourth hit has been changed from minus 7 to plus 11. Okay, so this move is fucking you up now. And Brian has more heat to spare so he can do it again. Jesus. So Brian has been buffed as fucking... all the shit that this hatchet is buffed, the hitbox of the hatchet is buffed, the hitbox of QCB4 is buffed, which is, what is that called? The hatchet and the fucking soccer kick. The soccer kick has now been buffed. The hitbox of both of those moves, which were the biggest problems for both of those moves, is now, both your Oki is great and your low pressure is great. So now Brian has a very, very solid, balanced game plan. Brian players are going to be even more terrified now considering how good they are as a rule. Honestly, I'm not even upset about any of these changes. You Brian players put in so much fucking time and effort in your character that I think you guys deserve this shit. You know? Brian requires some serious dedication and strict, like, if you're a Brian main, it's because you love Brian, and I respect that, man. So good on you. And congrats on your hugely buffed character, because you guys earned it. Claudio. Don't really care about Claudio, but whatever. 2 and 3, 2, 4, this was 10 string. Starburst state was mistakenly removed when executed in heat state has been fixed. Alright, so behavior change for Claudio, nobody gives a fuck. Devil Jane. The only character I play that we have so far talked about. Okay, balanced direction, Deviljin. Based on the overall direction of version 1.04, adjustments have been made to suppress the performance of certain outstanding techniques. The tracking ability of his Heat Smash has been weakened. Good. As it had an excessively high effect in restraining opponents' actions. This adjustment necessitates the need to apply pressure to opponents using different options when they are sidestepping. Good. So you actually have to think a little bit more when playing Deviljin. You can't just fucking press the win button with your Heat Smash. Good. I like that. I'm a Deviljin secondary main. Next to Kazuya, he's my secondary character. He's the only other character I really know front to back, besides Kazuya. Even the other characters, I only dabble with them. I'm not all that great. They're all sitting at like low blue ranks right now. Like purple ranks, low blue ranks, like that level. I'm not that high with those characters, so they're just fun ones. But Deviljin is like my other main. So, and I hated how strong his Heat Smash was. It was fucking stupid. So good. The forward movement has been reduced, and the reach has been shortened. Okay. I'm so stoked to see that. The tracking ability against sidesteps has been reduced. Oh, God, fuck yeah. So now Deviljin's Heat Smash is like Raven's Heat Smash. Cool, I'm fine with that. You could step Raven's Heat Smash, and it still reached like a decent distance, like range 3.15. But Deviljin's Heat Smash reached range 4.2, and it tracked both directions very, very heavily. Raven's Heat Smash tracks almost neither direction. It tracks nothing to both directions practically, and its range was only 3.15. So if Deviljin's Heat Smash is like that now, good. I'm super stoked about that. Move previously an extremely long reach. Yeah, I already said that. Down back 1+2, so that charge move that he can charge up, that stupid fucking move, that's really, 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 really good for Oki situations or against the wall. The issue where holding would not result in a counter hit when being attacked by the opponent has been fixed. Oh, good. I like that, actually. So if you're doing that move, in that state of him charging that shit up, you're always susceptible to counter hit. Good. Cool. And I say that as a Deviljin secondary main. I'm glad. Laser scraper adjustments. Oh, shit. And it's got a buff. See these arrows here? This balance means it's something that, like, inherently affects, for those of you who don't know, I know most of you are aware of this, but balance means that it's more significant of a change than just behavior, because behavior could be anywhere from bugs to like hitbox issues. Balance is a different thing entirely. You're completely changing the move as from a design point, and how that move affects the opponent, and how you're interacting with that move during a match on a regular basis, like balancing the move out to make it less fucking broken is what they're doing right now, and they balanced it perfectly, I think, from the sounds of it. Let's just hope it's, I mean, it's still probably going to be a crazy good Heat Smash, let's be real, but it's not going to be nearly as fucked up. So, Laser Scraper anyways, behaviors, so we got 2 nerfs, 1 balance, 1 behavior nerf for Deviljin, and we got a behavior buff for Deviljin's Laser Scraper. All the options. The tracking ability of the third hit has been enhanced only when landing with the second attack, mitigating the occurrence of whiffing midway through. Okay. So if you land with the first 2 hits, for example, you can't sidestep the third hit, probably. I would assume that. But yeah, I can see how occasionally with Laser Scraper, the first 2 hits, they'd be knocked back a little bit, and then his the Demon Paw at the very end has such shit range that it would often whiff. So it's cool. It tracks a little bit more. Cool. That's fine. It doesn't really matter. Up 1+2 is his laser. Adjusted the input reception to make it easier to perform. So apparently people were struggling with up 1+2. I don't know. Or it was a little too sensitive. So, okay. Honestly, they fixed the only problem Deviljin really had. Besides that, I think that he just needs his jab fixed. Speaking of that, what the fuck? They didn't address his jab? Oh, man. Fuck. So that means Kazuya isn't fixed either then? Fuck, dude. Like, Deviljin's jab is it doesn't fucking exist. Why would you not adjust that first? That should be the first thing. All that is a behavior change. It's not even a fucking balance fix. It's just literally adjusting the range of that move. Or the hurtbox, or sorry, the hitbox of that move, or something, man. Like, well, I think the hitbox should just be expanded in general. A little bit further outward, and that's probably it. It doesn't need to be expanded to the right or to the left, or up and down, laterally, or horizontally. It doesn't need to, vertically. It doesn't need to be adjusted in that sense, because that shit's already fine. His jab is good. It doesn't need to be tracking to both sides. It doesn't need any of that shit. It just needs more range. The hitbox needs to be improved. I don't want to be whiffing the second jab on my 1-1-2. I don't want to be whiffing the first jab against the wall. Like, come on. So, yeah. Deviljin has changed in a positive aspect for the most part, but his jab still sucks major ass. So now, I don't want to hear no more complaining about Deviljin. Yeah, his Hell Sweep is still fucking stupid, but Deviljin is a fairly balanced character now. No need to bitch about him. Alright, we're on page 3 out of 6, and the other big one that everybody was looking for, well, I mean, of the big three, Dragunov, Azucena, and Feng, I personally think Dragunov was the most oppressive and the most problematic of all the characters in the entire game, not just amongst the big three. Dragunov is a problem. I mean, we saw Dragunov in spades in the top 32. I think there was 4 Dragunov players in the top 32, which is not that significant, but it's still a big deal. And Dragunov made it to the grand finals with Lohai, and Lohai isn't even a fucking Dragunov main. So, yeah, he chose Dragunov over his main Steve, because he had more faith in Dragunov than he did in Steve, given the fact that Steve is trash, and Dragunov is busted as fuck. And he didn't win, because Lily has a lot of anti-Dragunov shit with that crazy movement of hers, and Shikarin is just a brilliant player, front, back, and center. Like, nobody's denying that, but the fact that he made it to grand finals proves my point. He's a problem character. He's the best character in the game, and I don't want anything to fucking do with the state that he's currently in. Part of the reason I stopped playing this game consistently on stream for the last few days is because of this fucking character. So let's see what we got. Based on overall direction, adjustments were made to suppress the outstanding performance of certain moves. Regarding down back 3+4, it was noted that regardless of whether the opponent is standing or in a down state, the situation after a hit, so that's his hatchet kick, by the way, was exceptionally favorable. No fucking shit. +7 on hit, dude. And if they're grounded, which means down state, it connects on the fucking ground for almost as much damage as if it would connect if you were standing up. Ridiculous move, man. Ridiculous move. Making it, and it's not even stagger on block. It's -15. So Kazuya doesn't even get to while standing to that shit. Fucking, Steve can't launch it for dick because it's -8. Like, the fastest Steve can launch is 18 frames. Like, ugh, bullshit move. Steve got while standing 1-2. Kazuya got twin pistons, but if you fucking hit hatchet kick with Dragunov at tip range, Kazuya's 13 frame punish doesn't even hit. So Kazuya gets while standing 4-4 at tip range. And Dragunov, if he hits, it gets +7. And by the way, if Kazuya hits while standing 4-4, he's -4. So even on punish against Dragunov at tip range, all Kazuya gets is he loses his turn for some damage. That's fucking it. I seriously hope they kill this fucking move. I'm not gonna read, I know it's right here, but I'm not gonna read that shit yet. You guys shouldn't either. Not until it's there. Made it difficult to punish. No shit. Yeah. Therefore, while preserving its characteristics such as high damage and the effects on counter hits, so they still wanted to have a follow-up hit, the performance was significantly toned down to consider its compatibility with other moves Dragunov possesses. Additionally, considering the overall high combo damage, the fuck did you see the combo that Lohai did on the second match of the Grand Finals tournament in the fucking State of Consciousness or whatever the hell stage. He did like 130 damage combo on Shikarin from a while running 2. The fuck? The damage of moves frequently used in aerial combos has been reduced. Nice. Alright. Alright. Yes. Fuck yeah, man. Dragunov got fucked. Good. So his 4, the damage of the first hit when inputting 4-4, so the kick into the jump kick, has been changed from 15 to 10. Good, because that was used in combos. Forward 3, 1+2. That is his heat engager, I believe. The opponent's recovery time has been increased by 3 frames, and the advantage on block has been changed from -6 to -3. Okay, so basically your recovery time at blocking has been increased. So they buffed the fucking move? This update includes significant downward adjustments to the performance of multiple low attacks. Considering this, changes have been made to facilitate offense using mid and high attacks. Okay, so they want to... I don't know why they would choose to buff this, but it's... Okay, you get to... Basically, you can choose to do things after you... If forward 3, 1+2 gets blocked now, Dragunov has options. Before, he didn't really have options. He couldn't really move after. -6, you're kind of at a disadvantage in any capacity. Moving, sidestepping is difficult at that point. -3, you've got no issues at all. You can sidestep pretty much everything. Oh, man. This is... Yeah, I don't know. Giving Dragunov any buff at all right now is a mistake, but okay. Down forward 1, the phenomenon where the opponent could crouch to evade subsequent high attack after being hit by down forward 1 unnaturally quickly has been corrected. So you can't, if you eat down forward 1, you have to block the 4. I fucking hate these changes, though. Like, why are we doing that? That's so stupid. Down forward 1 should be just used as down forward 1. Down forward 1-4 should be used as, like, to catch mashing opponents on counter hit. But you should still be able to block the 4 if you eat the 1. I mean, if you're using down forward 1-4 with Dragunov, you're a moron anyways. So whatever, they can keep that fucking change. It doesn't matter. You're gonna block that and duck it and kill them for it anyways. Down forward 3+4. Change the damage from 23 to 19. So that's the homing move that he's got. Used that as a spinneroonie in combos, so his combo damage is going to be significantly less. Thank fuck, dude. And they fucked the spinneroonie so that Dragunov is only going to be landing like maybe one of these in a combo now, and it's only going to do a bit of damage, far less than it did before, because that 4 points of damage is going to make a difference. Down 4, so his low kick reaction when hitting an opponent in face down position was different from intended behavior, which has been corrected. Yeah, didn't flip him over. Now it's probably just going to leave him on the ground. Alright, hatchet kick. Here we go. A balance change. Alright. The forward movement has been reduced, resulting in shorter reach. Nice. Increase the distance between Dragunov and the opponent upon ground and downed hits. So it still connects grounded, which fucking sucks, but whatever. There's no damage change from the sounds of it. That's a bummer. Added 4 frames of recovery time, changing the frame advantage on a hit to from +7 to +3. It's still a really good move. Altered Dragunov's behavior when blocking to ensure that any character can punish with an aerial combo. Fuck yeah, dude. Okay, so it staggers on block now, and it's only +3. But it still hits grounded, and you still get a follow-up hatchet kick if it hits counter hit. So, balanced move. If Dragunov does the move, he gets to continue his offense, he gets big damage, and if he gets a counter hit, he gets a guaranteed follow-up with another one. Another hatchet kick while you're on the ground. But if he gets the move blocked, which is fair because the move is really fucking fast, you're not going to be able to react to it unless they spam it. The first time someone throws out a hatchet, you're not just going to duck and block it on reaction. It's impossible. It's not like a snake edge where you can do that the first time they throw out a snake edge easily. This move is crazy fast compared to that. So, yeah, makes sense. I'm glad they did that. So it's a balanced move now. Before it was completely busted. +7 is ridiculous. +3, you can do stuff after this. Dragunov still gets his turn. Dragunov can continue his pressure, but with +3, you're free to at least attempt to do things. You can power crush, you can jab, potentially. You can definitely sidestep, you just have an opportunity to play the fucking game after he does hatchet now. So great, good shit. I like that change. It's actually a pretty perfect change. Back 4-2-1. Okay. So the classic string that kills all the noobs, and the one you can mix up with back 4-3. The downward hitbox size of the first attack has been reduced, making it less likely to connect with opponents in a down state. Okay, good. Adjustments have been made to reduce the occurrence of the third hit whiffing after the second hit connects. Fair enough. You don't really want the second hit to connect anyways, but I guess you're not really going to be ducking back 4 a whole lot, because back 4-3, yes, it's scary, but back 4-2-1 is even scarier a lot of the time, because it's a lot of advantage on hit if the second hit connects. And now it's a guaranteed follow-up counter hit, a natural combo, I mean. So, scaling of 70% has been applied to the combo damage when the third hit is a counter hit. Okay, cool. I like that. Back 1-2. Adjusted the collision detection with the opponent to make it more difficult to slip under a floating opponent by extending the collision upward. Okay. And quarter circle forward 2. So, whatever, that's fine, not a big change there. Running 2. While running 2 got okay. Frame advantage on blocks has been changed from +6 to +4. Good! That's the change that I suggested. +6 is what it's been since what? The beginning of Tekken 7? I don't even remember. Was it Tekken Tag 2 where they gave it +6? I don't remember. How long ago has it been? Fuck, it might have even been when he first got the move in Tekken 5, man. Like, Jesus Christ. But it's been +6 for as long as I can remember. The damage of the blue spark while running 2 has been changed from 30 to 26. Damage of the standard version has been changed from 25 to 22. There's a discrepancy in the damage notation for sample combos. This will be corrected in future updates. Okay. Hey, that's badass. I'm stoked about that. While running 2, I mean, they could have adjusted the +4 is still pretty good, but they could have adjusted the tracking to make it where it doesn't track either direction. It still tracks to his left, so you have to sidestep it left still, and it's still going to be very difficult to punish if you sidestep or sidewalk out of the way. He could be in fucking La La Land by the time he gets, done with the animation, and you have a hard time punishing it. So it's still going to be tricky to punish sometimes, but this is a good start. Opponent wall stun while running 4, damage for final kick. Nice. Which triggers a combo has been changed from 36 to 28 due to damage scaling applied in wall combos. The actual damage will decrease by approximately 2 to 3 compared to previous versions in practical combat situations. Good. Nice. Alright, so his wall combos are going to be ridiculously fucking, super weak now. Well, not super weak, but a lot weaker than they have been. Although it doesn't say anything about down 3, 2, 1+2 being nerfed and damaged. And that was the big fucking damage at the very end of the combo. That damage that he has with down 3, 2, 1+2 at the very end of the wall combo, that shit is like almost unscaled. It looks so freaking crazy strong. It doesn't look like they've done anything with it. So during takedown 1, the opponent's recovery time is reduced by 4 frames. Okay, cool. So after his tackle connects and then he breaks your leg, that's you can get up 4 frames faster now. So now he can't get an unintended follow-up. Good. Alright, good. So Dragunov, not as fucked as Azucena, but certainly more fucked than he was. Definitely still a crazy overpowered character, though, from the sounds of it. Not crazy overpowered, but it's crazy powerful character, I should say. I mean, Hatchet is still +3 on hit. It staggers on block now, but you still get a guaranteed follow-up on counter hit. While running 2, +4 on block now, less damage when it connects, but, it's still a great move. Quarter circle forward 4 has not even been touched, which was the other move that's, like, that move, come on, dude, how are you not going to nerf quarter circle forward 4? Oh, dude. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this. While crouching down forward 1-4, the recovery time of the first hit has been increased by 2 frames. No change to frame advantage on block. Second hit no longer knocks down when the first hit is a counter hit. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so they changed his full crouch down forward 1-4 string. So that's fine. They've made it a little bit less broken. And I missed that one. Okay, cool. All in all, decent changes to Dragunov, but he needs more. He's still too good, in my opinion. On paper, we'll see what he does in tournaments going forward, but on paper, he still seems a little ridiculous. We're going to go through these a little quicker now because most of these characters I don't personally give a shit about. I'll keep the shit paused on screen so you guys can watch it and look over the notes yourself if you don't want to find the notes for yourselves. But I'm pretty much just going to be like quickly glancing over the characters I don't care about and talking about the ones that I do care about. And that way this video is not going to be 16 hours long. So, Eddie, don't really care about Eddie, so it's going to be quick. Down forward 1, the attack duration has been shortened to standard 13 frames. Tracking ability against side steps has been reduced. So we can step down for 1 now. It used to be homing. That's great. I missed this one. Alleviate cases where attacks from midair were inadvertently evaded. Adjustments have been made to collision detection with opponents. Additionally, hurt box has been expanded upward. Crouching state while rising state. Okay, cool. So his while standing punishers are going to be more consistent. Bananira 1, so that's the handstand? Yeah, handstand 1. Frame advantage on block change from +5 to +6. Fuck. Alright, so this is, that's a buff. Negativa 3-3, that's his hell sweep. No, 4-3, that's his heat engager. Instances where the second hit whiffs when performing near the wall have been alleviated. That's fair. Negativa back. Expanded the hurt box, alleviating situations where certain attacks would whiff. And Mandinga level 2, that's his install Mandinga during Bananira 3+4. So that would be what? Is that his low? Tracking ability of the third hit has been enhanced only on hit or block of the second attack, mitigating the occurrence of whiffing midway through. I think that's his low. Well, he's only got a low or a mid from that move, or from that stance, or with that install, sorry. So, yeah, I don't know. Handstand 3+4. I don't even remember what that is. I'm pretty sure that's the low. So his low has been slightly buffed in terms of behavior. Not a big deal. Okay, Fengwei. Feng is the other character I had issues with, besides Dragunov. Azucena was a problem, but Feng and Dragunov were like the number 1 and 2. Although Feng obviously didn't have as many balance issues as Dragunov did. He didn't even really make any waves in Evo, as we saw. So I think we may have overestimated Feng a little bit, but at the same time, he does have some crazy bullshit. And it looks like one of them has been adjusted right here, so let's see. Based on the overall direction, adjustments have been made to suppress the performance of certain standout moves. The weakening of the shockwave component during heat, 3+4, makes it less effective to launch powerful attacks from long distances while in heat state. Regarding while crouching down forward 4-1, the high reward on it, combined with the ability to significantly reduce damage on block by alternating between single and double strikes, led to a suppression of both risk and return. Okay, so also considering that overall combo damage is high, the damage of moves frequently used in the arrow combos has been reduced. Nice. So Feng has the same nerf to his combos that Dragunov has, probably to a lesser extent, because I do think, again, Dragunov was a much bigger problem overall, but Feng was definitely the second biggest problem. So we have Heat 3+4, probably the most busted Heat move in the game, so just a move that was dedicated to a heat mechanic. It's +12 on block and guarantees a mix-up, and it's pretty fucking strong on hit. The issue where the opponent, upon blocking his attack and crouching, would inadvertently get hit by back-facing opponent 1 has been rectified. Cool. Even if the kick does not make contact with the opponent's shockwaves that shake the ground occur. However, the attack hitbox of the shockwaves has been reduced. Thank fuck, man. It would be nice to be able to actually backdash this move. The recovery frames inflicted on the opponent upon getting hit by the shockwaves have been reduced by 3 frames. Oh, man. So, instead of being plus fucking 12, he's plus 9 now. Really doesn't matter. Like, at plus fucking... If you're plus, I don't know, plus 6 and up, you're pretty much fucking your opponent anywhere you want. Like, that's... Like, plus 6 and up, it's your turn, definitely. Like, if you can make it difficult for them to sidestep you, as well as be able to retain the ability to do your launcher before they can retaliate with their jab, that's a plus 6 scenario, and that's ridiculously strong. He's still plus 9 after this. Yeah, he's back turn, but he has throws from back turn, he has mids that knock down, and he's got a low that launches. So the dude is basically facing you at plus 9, and you're at his mercy if those shockwaves connect. So, I don't know. That's not nearly good enough of a change. We'll see how well that does in practice. Thing 1+2. That's his Kenpo parry thing bullshit. Input window for punch parry has been changed from 2 to 9 frames to 5 to 9 frames. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's cool. So after down forward 2-2 connects, when they try to go for the parry, I think down forward 2-2 is what, like -8 or -9? I can't remember how much it is, but no, it's like is it -7? It might be -7. Or we'll do one that I know is down forward 3 is a -7 mid. That launching kick that he has down forward 3. That's -7. You would see people do the fucking parry all the time in like low ranks and all the way up to even blue ranks from down forward 3. So if they try to parry after hitting or after you block their down forward 3, you're gonna kill them if you try to retaliate with like a jab or a down forward 1. So good shit. Good shit. I like this. Well, no, down forward 1 wouldn't work, but you can retaliate with jab at least. It's not gonna. The parry is not gonna interrupt jabs anymore, pretty much. So good shit. Forward 2 and down forward 3+4. Hitbox has been expanded downward, alleviating instances of whiffing against opponents with low stances. That's fair. I don't mind that change. Back 1+2. That's his shoulder. Collision detection with the opponent has been adjusted, mitigating cases where the opponent's punish would not connect. Thank fuck, man. So many times I would be like Kazuya's longer range punish for Feng's back 1+2 is either back 1-2 or down back 1-2, and a lot of the time back 1-2 would whiff, and it's supposed to be longer range than the jab. I have no hope in hell of punishing that move with your jab, with Kazuya's non-existent jab, but with back 1 it should at least be somewhat consistent. I still whiffed back 1 after he hit me with the shoulder, and I blocked it several times. So, god damn, it's so nice that they fixed that one. Up forward 3, that's a Spinneroonie bullshit move that he kept doing in combos that made combos last forever. Changed the damage. Good. So, and I mean, he can probably only do 1, maybe 2 of those in a combo now. Thank fuck. I honestly don't even want him to do 2. 1's enough. It's already annoying to watch, because only a handful of characters have access to that. Kazuya doesn't have a fucking Spinneroonie. Not one he can practically use in a combo, at least. So, change the damage for that. Change the damage for forward 3. And back-facing opponent 3. So back turn 3 and forward 3, damage from 35 to 33. Okay. Not a significant change, but that's fine. While rising 3+4, input window for punch parry has been... Okay, this is similar change to the other punch parry, the 1+2. And while crouching, down forward 4-1. Inputting up to the second hit with the recovery frames inflicted on the opponent upon block for the first hit has been increased by 4 frames. This change ensures that if the opponent attempts a counterattack after blocking the first hit, they won't be hit by the second hit. Wow, okay. The damage has been adjusted from 10 to 15 to 13 to 10. Wow, okay. So the first hit does more damage, second hit does less. Does 23 damage in total instead of 25. This adjustment aims to give tactical benefits to using the move in ways other than just always inputting both attacks. Alright. So they're trying to make Feng players have more of a brain. Good good luck with that. But also, congrats on trying to do the impossible, Bamco. Alright. Hwoarang changes. 2 changes for Hwoarang. Who gives a fuck about Hwoarang anyway? I hate this character. Rage Art's not gonna miss anymore. Same adjustment as everybody else. 443 is that big-ass spin slash kick that he does that hits grounded. The latter part of the attack's duration when blocked by the opponent has been adjusted to prevent situations where faster subsequent attacks couldn't be blocked. Alright, so we can now always block his jabs after we block a 443 from Hwoarang. So, good. Fuck Hwoarang. He already has enough spammy bullshit to deal with. Learning how to deal with his flamingo spam took me years to figure out, and I still have trouble with it sometimes in the higher ranks. Hwoarang is... I think he needs a lot more adjustments than just this shit. We should be able to sidestep a lot more of his flamingo spam, in my opinion. So, anyways, that's Hwoarang. Thank fuck, it's over. And last one on this page is Jack. We got, based on overall direction of 1.4, adjustments made to enhance the usability of new feature in Tekken 8. Gamma Howl, his stance. Aiming to expand options for offense and defense. Well, Jack is nothing but buffed from the looks of it. Goddamn. Rage Art is fixed. It's not going to whiff anymore. Back two hold, so that's just his gun punch. That's his heat engager. The heat box has been expanded downward, alleviating instances of whiffing for certain moves. Cool. Maybe it'll hit Chaoyu's AOP now. While rising 4, that's his 11 frame while standing punish. The hitbox has been expanded, alleviating instances of whiffing. Okay, good. He needs that. Everybody deserves a consistent while standing 4. Gamma Howl. The stance got an actual balance buff. In transitioning to Gamma Howl stance, the remaining time on the heat timer now recovers by 30 frames. Okay, so half a second, he gets half a second of heat back when transitioning to Gamma Howl stance. When successfully intercepting an opponent's attack with 3+4 in Gamma Howl, that's the explosion, the remaining time on the heat timer now recovers by 90 frames. Is that the explosion or is that something else? I think that's the explosion he does, like the big brrr and fucking, lights up the arena. I don't know. So heat timer recovers by, I'm assuming, 90 frames. That's probably a quarter of the heat timer. And additionally restores 10 to the recoverable health gauge. When interception subsequent attacks, only 5 is restored to the recoverable health gauge. So very interesting adjustments for the Gamma Howl stance. I'm sure Jack players are going to be interested in that. During Gamma Howl 1, the frame advantage on blocks has been changed from -10 to -9. So Gamma Howl 1 is safe now? Really? That's the homing move, man. That fucking move's safe now? Jesus. Alright, well, so you... Initially, with Gamma Howl, you could pretty much option select with a sidestep left or a sidewalk left. And if you expect that they're going to do the homing move, you do sidestep left into block, and that beats every option. And then Gamma Howl 1 is -10. So if you sidestep left block, you've dodged all the shit that you can't punish on block. And then it also, you can just stand there and wait for the Gamma Howl 1 to come out after the sidestep and the block, and then get the jab punish. So it really was an option select for Jack. Now you don't really have an option select because he catches you with the Gamma Howl 1, and then you don't get anything for it. You just get to take your turn. So, honestly, that's fair. Jack is not insanely strong. He's sort of a mid-tier character, so I don't mind that change. Gamma Howl 2, that's the big fucking explosion fist thing that he has. That gives you the guaranteed heat smash. Hitbox has been expanded, alleviating instances of whipping. Okay. During Gamma Howl 3+4, opponent's attack is successful in interception with a power crush. The following counter hit cannot be blocked with attack reversals except for techniques with complete evasion effects. However, during Jack's Gamma Howl 3+4 did not have this property, so it has been corrected. Okay, fine. During Gamma Howl, or Gamma Charge and Gamma Howl 1, issuer enhanced state performance did not activate correctly when executed while the opponent was behind has been fixed. Alright, so just behavioral bug change is not a big deal. Fun shit. Alright, page 4. Let's do this shit. Where are we at now? Jin. 1-2-1. And Zenshin. So Zen stands up 1. Okay, so that's the fucking Samsara. Expanded the hurt box, alleviating situations where certain attacks would whiff. Okay, so I'm assuming that means when Jin does that move, he's more punishable. Because you couldn't really punish Jin with a jab after he did the move or before he did the move. Because it would evade so much shit. So I'm assuming now you can hit him with more mids in that stance. Like, he even ducked under mids. Like, that move, like 1-2-1 and Zen up 1 is fucking stupid. His Samsara is way better than Devil Jin's. And it's legit like an actual crazy fucking... I don't know. It's minus 16 on block, but holy fuck is it hard to punish. Like, you have to do it. And I know it's because I use Kazuya and I'm trying to electric the damn thing all the time, but it's fucking hard to electric that thing because it just goes over the move after he lands. Or before he hits you with it. It high crushes on both ends of the attack. It's so dumb. Why? A move like that launches for full fucking combo should not have evasive properties. Like in Jin's toolkit. He's already got enough ridiculous shit. His jab and his down forward 1 have insane range and hurt boxes. Why the fuck does he have a move like that on top of that? The synergy those two things have together are insane. So that's the only thing Jin's got. Don't really care about Jin. Moving on to June. Don't really give a fuck about June either. Based on the overall direction, adjustments have been made to suppress the outstanding performance of certain techniques. Additionally, techniques of Cosmo's power are allowed to recovery of all expended health into the recoverable health gauge, and there was no health consumption at all in heat state, which didn't appropriately balance the strength with drawback. Yeah, you fucking think? Therefore, some of the health consumption has been changed to be non-recoverable. Nice. Considering the significant changes in the spec, there are plans to enhance the performance of some techniques in the next update. Wow. Okay, she got some buffs. Moves using Cosmo's power. You've revised the health consumption rate, adjusting so that some of the... you can't recover some of the health for some of June's moves anymore. During heat, her heat smash, tracking ability second has been adjusted to prevent it from tracking opponents who sidestep the first hit. Good, so we can actually sidestep the entire heat smash now, probably. The amount of health recovered on block has been reduced. Good. Instances where the move failed to hit consecutively when done from further away have been alleviated. So if you do connect with the hit at tip range, like 3.05 range, I think that's as far as it does hit, maybe 3.1, depending on your character's actual hurt box of the character model itself. Like Jack, you can hit with that move from 3.1. Kazuya, you can hit from 3.05. Or, sorry, no, it's reverse. Kazuya, you can hit from 3.05. Jack, you can hit from range 3.1. Because his hurt box is so fucking ridiculous. And if Reina is standing at range 3.05 or 3.1, the heat smash will sometimes whiff. Because Reina's got such a tiny little hurt box. Reina, I'm interested to see the adjustments on too, because she's inherently as a character is pretty fucking beefy, pretty strong. Nobody can hit her, but she can hit everybody. So we also during Rage Art has been fixed. Who cares? During heat, forward 1+2, the consumption of remaining heat is changed to 100. Okay, I don't give a fuck about that. Parry's fixed. Down forward 1-2. The hitbox has been expanded downwards. It's now more whiffing on that shit. Down forward 2. I really don't give a fuck about June, especially when my boy's right here. So I'm sorry, he's next in line, so the person that's right above him is gonna get fucked. I don't care about June. You guys can go ahead and read this for yourself. Here's the screen. June's got some shit. Now, fuck off, June. I don't care. We're moving on to someone that's actually significant and fun. Kazuya has 4 changes and they're all behavioral? Oh man, I'm not... Okay, before I look at this shit and please, they didn't fix Devil Jin's jab, but please tell me they fixed Kazuya's jab. Or his left arm entirely, down forward 1, heat burst, twin pistons, jab, and back 1, and what's the other fucking move that whiffs all the goddamn time? Oh yeah, the extension from the Hell Sweep in heat. That shit whiffs all the fucking time. So, Jesus Christ. That's all his left arm. And I think his Hell Sweep gut punch. Sometimes I'd even whiff that shit. So, like, his left arm in this game doesn't exist. Kazuya is literally fighting one-armed. The dude is so fucking shit right now. He's not been this weak in contrast with the rest of the characters in a Tekken game since Tekken 6. Tekken 6 BR, the one that we got on console. Like, he hasn't been this weak, noticeably weak, since then. So, it's a big deal. Down 4, 3, 2, 1. Behavior nerf? Oh my fucking god, dude. They fucking nerfed him? The first thing I see is a nerf? Oh man, it's too good. I fucking hate this game. Down 4, 3, 2, 1. Hitbox has been adjusted to alleviate instances of hitting targets from areas other than the front. Okay, so if we get him in the back, then the one's gonna whiff. Okay, cool. It's not really a big deal, but it's still funny that they nerfed him there. Like, that's hilarious, dude. Down 4, 3 plus 4, 1, 2. So the wall combo ender. The issue where down 4, 3 plus 4, 1 could hit consecutively in certain situations has been fixed. Another behavior nerf that doesn't matter because no one is using down 4, 3 plus 4, 1 in the open. They're only using it against the wall, unless you're a dumbass. So, yeah, I mean, that's a fair change. Fine. You don't need to give them unreasonable or natural combos that weren't supposed to be there. Okay, 4-4-2, and while standing 2. So his while standing 2 is the slaughter hook, not the slaughter hook, the demon god fist, the gut punch, and that's his 16 frame while standing punish. And 4-4-2 is expanded downwards, alleviating instances of whiffing for certain moves. So, 4-4-2. Hitbox expanded downwards. What does that mean? I guess that means in combos we could probably get back 3-1 into 4-4-2. I guess that means after connecting with a 1+2, you can more consistently get that 4-4-2 follow-up. Because you can follow up with 4-4-2 pretty consistently. I know that 1+2 connecting and the opponent flying away and landing on the ground face down, you can actually get a guaranteed Demon Steel pedal after that. But it's extremely hard to do, and nobody's really doing it even at the top level of Kazuya play. Because honestly, 1+2 is a really shit move anyways. You're not really going to do that move in the neutral. And if you're looking for a 12-frame punish, back 1-2 is a way better option. It's only 11 frames. So 1+2, if this is the case and we get 4-4-2 after 1+2 connects, then 1+2 is actually going to be a fantastic 12-frame punish. While standing 2 being buffed in the hurt box or the hitbox is pretty significant too. Honestly, there are times when like you'll block. Or you'll be facing a Leo player, and that Leo will just randomly throw out their Heat Smash because fuck it, I guess. And the final hit of the Heat Smash is a high, right? But every time I duck that move, the high, and I go for my while standing 2, it goes over Leo because Leo is still recovering from the kick, so he's on the ground in like a crouching state, but like almost a grounded state. So I'm assuming what this means is we can now launch punish Leo's randomly whiffed Heat Smash on the last hit if we duck it. I guess that's what's going to happen now. So Leo, you can't just randomly throw out your Heat Smash against a Kazuya and expect it to just, be free damage for you. Before you had to punish with Twin Pistons if you ducked the final hit of the Heat Smash. Now you don't have to do that. Um, what else have we got here? Hell Sweep 1 and Hell Sweep 4. The tracking capability of the second hit has been enhanced when landing the first hit, mitigating the occurrence of whiffing midway through. Okay, fine. So the tracking ability is better for the second hit. And no one's using Hell Sweep 4 anyways unless it's to break the wall. I don't really know how to feel about this one. I mean, it's a good change. Like, we're not going to whiff our shit anymore. But like, this is not a good start. Like, these are the only changes for Kazuya. I know we're getting another patch in 2 months from now. But what the fuck? Like, the changes Kazuya needs are his entire left arm. That's it. We don't need any buffs. We just need his left arm to be fixed. Just the hitbox of his entire left arm. Because this fucking thing sucks ass. Like, it's so bad. He can't use his left arm for shit. He probably can't even use it to switch off when he's jerking it. Like, there's no fucking way that arm is useful for anything right now. So this shit is not good enough. I'm not happy with these changes. I mean, I can't even say it's a start. I'm interested in the 442. I want to know what that's all about. Because when the patch does come out, I'm going to test the 1+2 into 442 follow-up and see if it hits consistently. And if that's the case, then yeah, okay, that's a significant buff to Kazuya, and I'm actually interested to see what that does. Granted now, let's contrast these changes with the other changes in the game that have been revealed so far about the other characters. All the other strong characters that we've been having issues with Feng and Dragunov and Azucena, we've already gone over them, and they've been nerfed. Especially Azucena, she's been completely nerfed into the ground from the looks of it. Dragunov has been reasonably nerfed, and Feng has been reasonably nerfed. So, I think with those changes in mind, Kazuya is not going to be as weak as he was previously, but we also have to factor in all the buffs that everybody else is getting. We may have a completely different set of top-tier characters when this patch comes out. And we probably will have an entirely different set of top-tier characters, especially Lydia when she drops. She'll probably be top-tier for quite a while because she's going to drop when that patch happens. Everyone's going to have fresh adjustments to all of their moves, or to all the moves that are problematic and that need adjustments in a positive way. And Lydia's going to be fresh on the block, so we won't have any time to know what's going on with that chick. So she's going to be top-tier guaranteed. It's almost inevitable. She was broken when she was released in Tekken 7. She's probably going to be broken when she's released in Tekken 8. But as far as the game is looking right now, all the characters that we've observed and talked about so far, Kazuya he's not suffering, but he still has all the problems he has right now. All the problems that we discuss with Kazuya is left arm related. So we need to do something about that. These aren't very good changes. The third one there, like I said, I'm interested in. The 442 change. But that's it. The rest of them are so fucking irrelevant, I'm actually really disappointed. I don't know. That sucks. That really sucks. Kazuya is still... And on top of that, like... we've seen bottom tier characters that have been... Like... There's fuck, there's only one page right now. Like, I'm pretty sure a couple of bottom tier characters we've already talked about have been buffed, right? Asuka got a buff. Like, she got some pretty decent buffs. And she was a bottom tier character, sitting down there with Kazuya. And he's just fucking, he's nothing. Like, we haven't gotten anything on him. So Asuka gets a buff, so now she's probably a tier higher. On top of that, the hardcore characters are now a tier lower, so everybody's more meshed together now. But Kazuya's still sitting on the bottom. We have no real adjustments for him yet. I don't know, man. I mean, if that's the case, he might be the only character in fucking D tier now. Like, Jesus Christ. We'll see what happens with the other bad characters like Raven and Kuma and Zafina and Steve and Leroy. We'll discuss those ones. Those are all the other shitty characters. But I mean, for now, it's not looking too good. Asuka's got an upgrade and Kazuya doesn't. King is next. Heat Smash changed from, so now it does 60 damage instead of 64. I mean, whatever. Down 1+2, relax the input window of 1+2 to make it easier to execute. Okay. Down back 1+2, 2. The issue where transition to a throw occurred on an airborne opponent. Airborne hit has been corrected, and back 3. Adjustments have been made to address the instances where the intended functionality of a power crush was not properly executed when blocking certain attacks at specific timings. Functionality of a power crush is not properly executed when blocking certain attacks at specific timings. Okay, so they fixed his power crush, so now it power crushes more things. Jaguar Sprint 2 alleviated an issue with the positional... that's his high in Jaguar Sprint that pretty much no one uses, even though it's a pretty good move. The opponent becomes different than intended when used near the wall. Alright, so just all behavioral bug changes, not a whole lot of shit going on. Oh shit! They buffed his Shining Wizard, his Giant Swing, and his Tijuana Twister. The recovery input of remaining heat time was lower than intended when input quickly, so this was adjusted. Really? So he gets more heat now for doing these throws. Alright, and low parry, the ability to perform a low parry when putting forward, down, forward has been adjusted. Okay. So when he were trying to transition into some of his chain throws, he couldn't low parry when before inputting the chain throw input, the button prompt. So really, King has had. I mean, there's no real adjustments to King, but honestly, I don't really think King needs all that many adjustments. I think the homing throw shit needs to go. But King himself is pretty fine. So that's fine. Stop bitching about King. He's fine. Leave him alone. Just fix the throws in the game, and he'll be a perfect Tekken character. Now moving on to the Bears. So here we go. Another bottom tier character, apparently. I don't believe it. I think Bears are like high B, low A tier. They're fucking stupid strong with their damage output. Alright, so Kuma Panda have been adjusted as characters that lack easy-to-use low attacks but excel at dealing chip damage. By leveraging their special stances, players can compensate for their weaknesses and extinguish recoverable health gauge created by chip damage, thereby expanding their tactical options. Furthermore, considering that Panda had less usability compared to Kuma in heat state, adjustments have been made to enhance the performance of during heat. Oh, so Heat Smash and Panda's one heat attack. Kuma gets an electric. Panda got fucking Chaoyu's stupid-ass jumping kick that did literally nothing. It gave you some plus frames, and then... isn't Panda in crouch after that? Like, it's not even good. Rage Art, fixed for both of them. Not gonna whiff anymore. During heat. So, Panda's Heat Smash, specifically. Which was a pretty shit Heat Smash, to be honest. So... oh, okay. When hitting on the ground, it'll be 50 damage. The damage has been changed from 2035 to 2240. Nice. Wow. That's pretty fucking big. I mean, that's a 55 damage Heat Smash. Now, she's doing 62 damage. And with the nerf that King just received... this officially puts Panda's Heat Smash as the strongest, hardest hitting Heat Smash in the game with 62 damage. That's pretty crazy. I mean, it's good because honestly, Kuma's Heat Smash is so much better than hers. It's not even fucking funny. Like, Kuma's Heat Smash is 13 frames. It wall breaks. It is plus fucking 10 on block and at least plus 10. I think it's plus. Oh no, it's plus 10. I'm pretty sure. And it's the damage on it is ridiculous. And then Panda's Heat Smash it floor braked, which doesn't make it as useful because a lot fewer stages in the game have floor break options, and a lot more of them have wall break and wall blast options. So having a Heat Smash that does things against a wall is far more practical than having one that does things against the floor. So Kuma's was just inherently better for that reason, but then on top of that, it had way better properties. It's faster, it does more damage, it leaves him more plus on block. Like, I don't know, it just didn't seem right to have Panda have such a shittier Heat Smash. But it looks like they're mitigating some of that, so there's going to be a reason to play Panda now. So she might not be the least played character by a landslide anymore. But anyways, the rest of the bear shit I really don't care about. So you guys can go ahead and read this shit and just, do your thing. And I don't think anybody else really gives a fuck either. I mean, who plays bears? Nobody. So there you go. Bear stuff. Go ahead and read it. I'll read it later when I care. Right now I don't. So, plus this video is already way too long. So, Lars. All right, during heat. So his heat smash change the damage from 50 to 55. Why? The hurt box for the second hit when the first one whiffs has been extended downward? What the fuck? So they buffed Lars' heat smash. Alright. So dynamic entry 1+2. The adjustment aimed to stabilize combos, which involves reducing forward movement during wall combos, has been modified to apply only upon hitting with the attack. So, okay, fine. Silent entry 2. Expanded the hurt box, alleviating situations where certain attacks would whiff. Okay, so you can hit Lars far more consistently if he goes for the low from silent entry. You can interrupt the low. If you choose to attack as he's doing the move, he's no longer going to be able to go under certain moves, like Kazuya's down forward 2 gut punch, for example. Limited entry 1, the issue or transition to a throw occurred on airborne hit has been corrected. It's fucking, they haven't done a damn thing to Lars. Fuck, dude, they didn't even fix his... Oh, dynamic entry 3, dude. Jesus Christ. Dynamic entry 3 is still +5. So you still can't do shit after it. Oh, man. Alright, fair enough. Lars. Obviously, we got a Lars main in the balancing team. That's fine. Law. During rage, the tracking ability of this move was slightly weaker compared to other rage arts, making it easier to evade with side steps. And okay, so the rage art is same adjustment as always. Back 4-3, that's his homing move. Adjusted hit continuously even when hitting from behind. So you can't duck it if you get hit from the... If you eat duck 4 with from back turn, then you're going to eat the 3 as well. While standing 4, combo damage scaling after a counter has been adjusted to 70%. Okay, so they've decreased the damage on while standing 4. Cool. I mean, Law needs a lot more adjustments than that, considering he's, there was 2 Laws in the top 6 of EVO Japan, bro, and 2 of them were in the top 32. That means that, obviously, there were only 2 Law players in the entire top 32 of EVO Japan, and both of them made it to the top 6. So, obviously, they were piloted by the 2 best, Mangja and Double, the best Law players in the world. So that's fine. I'm not critiquing. I'm not saying Law is too broken when he was played literally by the best Law players. But the fact that 2 of them made it to EVO Japan, almost grand finals, like Law got 3rd place in the whole fucking tournament. I don't know, man. Was it 3rd or was it 4th? Can't remember. Did he beat Chanel? No. Chanel won, and then Chanel lost to Lohai, and then Lohai lost to Shikarin. Yeah. So, Law he made 4th place and 6th place in the tournament. So, it was pretty fucking crazy. And the final shit is Lee. Okay. So, Rage R has been fixed to the same situations. Forward 3-3-3-3. Adjusted to hit continuously even when hitting from behind. So, no longer whiffs when you attempt his launcher from behind. I can't remember what that would... The Gatling kicks, whatever it's called. And then down back 3+4. The difficulty in executing this attack during heat activation animation and heat dash has been addressed. Okay, so bitch behavior shit for Lee, nothing significant. Don't really care. Lee is one of the characters I used to respect a lot of the players. Like Lee used to demand a lot from the player, and was one of the highest level execution characters in the game. Tekken 7 Lee is arguably the hardest to use character in that game. I still think it's Kazuya, Brian, Steve, but Lee is up there with those guys. Heihachi as well. Devil Jin. They're all extremely fucking hard to play in Tekken 7. But in Tekken 8, all those characters were severely dumbed down, but Lee was dumbed down the most. Like, you don't even have to do just frames when you're in fucking heat, and you still get access to all the moves that he has that are just frameable, and they do more damage. Like, well, I don't know, not necessarily know about the damage part, but I know that they're fucking easier to input, and they're far more effective for that reason, and the plus frames he gets on some of those moves are insane. I don't know, Lee is... And his slide, you'd think it was nerfed, but I swear to fuck that thing has been buffed. Like, it's pretty fucking good, especially the inconsistent punishing ability to that. It can be minus 10 on block, it can be minus 15 on block, but it's inconsistent, and you don't really know where it's going to be and when it's going to be when you're heated in the middle of a match, trying to figure out what your opponent's next move is going to be. They do a slide, you go for a twin piston punish at 13 frames, and it fucking gets blocked. Like, that's so frustrating. So, the inconsistent punishable effect of his slide should be addressed as well. The slide should be more than... It should be consistent. Like, from all ranges, it should be minus 14 or something, you know? Like, it should be always punishable to some extent. The inconsistent frames are irritating. But, anyways, that's Lee. It's a shame what happened to Lee, I gotta say. Lee players... are more abundant nowadays because Lee is so much easier to use. He's like, I can't even say he's hard anymore. You can pick him up and play him in 20 minutes. Alright, on to Leo. Down back 2-4. Expanded the hurt box, alleviating situations with certain attacks with whiff. Okay, fair change. And then up 4-4, that's his hop kick. Adjusted the collision detection with the opponent to make it easier to hit opponents in a low position. So now crouching opponents get easily launched with hop kick. Okay, fair enough. Not much changes to Leo. Pretty mid-tier character anyways. Not a huge deal. I suck at the Leo matchup, but that's my problem, not Leo's problem. Leroy, one of the other low-tier, like bottom-tier characters that really needs some fixes. Holy fuck, it looks like they fixed the shit out of him. Alright. Balance direction, Leroy. Based on overall direction of version 1.04, enhancements and command additions have been made to new techniques in Tekken 8. Additionally, by improving the performance of Wing Chun-style rapid strikes and parrying techniques, Leroy's unique characteristics have been expanded to excel in both offense and defense. Alright, are we back to Tekken 7 Season 3 Leroy? Launch Leroy. During sidestep, new move, Chain Punch. C during during sidestep 1+2. You got a new fucking move? What? Can now also be performed from standard sidesteps. Wow. Alright. During heat, his heat smash is now 50 damage, so it's a standard heat smash damage. Rage art, probably not gonna whip, not whiffing anymore. Fast multi-hit attacks such as Chain Punch, change to recover remaining heat time by a full second on hit. Jesus Christ. That's significant. Because heat bar doesn't go down while you're hitting the opponent anyways, or while you're being hit. Right? So if you're comboing the opponent, and you end it with a fast multi-hit attack like the Chain Punch, the heat bar is going to stay stagnant for the time that you're hitting them in the combo, and then it's going to regain heat. Change to recover remaining heat by, like it's going to regenerate a full second of heat for Leroy after that, once he has done the move. That's that's a good, what? 1/3 of your heat bar? Or maybe not 1/3, but like 1/5 of the heat bar? Pretty good. 1+2, 1+2, 1. During Hermit, 1+2, 1. Adjusted to ensure the remaining heat time does not reach 0 while performing attacks. This change aims to prevent situation. Okay, so it's a... Yeah. Player was unable to transition to heat dash. That's a good change, because this was bullshit. I know a lot of Leroy players that were bitching about this. They'll attempt to do the move, expecting to do a heat dash in a combo, and then they don't even get the fucking heat dash because their heat bar extinguishes before they... So basically they're just kind of fucked and they're left open to punish, which is not fair. Because that's, there's a lot of times when you're in the middle of a match when you know you're in heat, but you're not necessarily paying attention to the heat bar so much, and sometimes you want to notice what's going on the screen with your opponent more than what's happening with the fucking health bar and heat bar and shit, right? So you're not going to be observing that shit all the time, and the occasional time when it does extinguish the heat bar when you attempt to go for a heat dash and then you get fucking punished for it. I mean, a lot of the time it's not even the Leroy player's fault, so that's a fair change. 1+2. Bonus recovery time is on block has been increased by 4 frames. Wow. Okay. So 1+2 is now a lot safer. 1+2. Recovery time for 1+2 has been reduced by 4 frames. Recovery time for both of them has been reduced by 7 frames. Wow. Okay. So if this whiffs, you're a lot less susceptible to being punished. Forward 3, 1+2. Yeah, I mean, you know, holy shit, there's a lot of Leroy changes. Okay, so let's go through these real quick. While rising 3, 1+2, the opponent's recovery time on blocks has been increased by 4 frames, so it's safer. Second hit cannot be avoided by crouching when the first hit lands. So this fucking jails now. Jesus. It lands, which means even on block, if forward 3 hits, you can't block, you can't duck 1+2. Down forward 1, 1+2, safer on block, and on whiff, Twin Dragon Gate, opponent time with opponent attack back 1, also moves. Upon successfully parrying opponent's attacks, the recoverable gauge now replenishes by 3. Alright. This is all, like, pretty simple changes to Leroy, not a whole lot going on. But if you get a perfect parry, then it replenishes by 5. Alright? After Twin Dragon's Gate succeeds... No, it was back 2, by the way, not back 1. I read that wrong. After Twin Dragon Gate succeeds, the damage for final attack has been changed from 10 to 15. So Leroy is getting some serious buffs here. I was wrong there a second ago. Goddamn. Period Twin Dragon Gate. Yeah, this is 10 to 15. Damage again. Behavior of the opponent on hit has been altered to allow for follow-up attacks. Alright, damage has been changed from 20 to 27 on his back 3. Frame advantage on blocks has been changed from +8 to +9. I mean, not really all that significant of a frame. +8, you're still fucked, you can't do anything. +9, you're just a little bit more fucked, and you're a little bit more can't do anything. The behavior of the opponent on hit has been changed to match the behavior on counter hit. So honestly, back 3 is a move you're going to want to do with Leroy very consistently. Spam that shit, because he has trouble applying pressure in the neutral in general, so having this move do this type of damage and be +9, use back 3 a fuck ton. Down forward 1, 1+2, 2. And down back 1+2, up back 2, and Hermit +1. The tracking ability, after a successful parry, has been enhanced, mitigating the occurrence of whiffing in certain situations. Alright. Cool. During Hermit 1+2, forward movement of the first hit has been increased, opponent's behavior on block has been adjusted, and the recovery frames on block has been increased by 7 frames. Jesus. Recovery frames on block have been increased by 7 frames. Jesus fuck, Leroy is getting some serious frame buffs here. Increased opponent's recovery by 8 frames on a hit. Increased the recovery by 8 frames? Man, this shit's fucking crazy. Only once per match. Oh, so his staff, forward 2+3 and down back 2+3. Tracking ability upon contact with the attack has been improved, reducing the occurrence of whiffing midway through. God damn. So Leroy players, you guys are eating good now. You guys have some good damage changes, some very good frame changes, both on whiff and on block, and you're not going to be whiffing the staff anymore. So, yeah, man, like, Leroy, I highly doubt is going to be bottom tier for much longer. It's going to be interesting to see what actual good Leroy players do with him. I could see him maybe being in tournaments in the future now. He's got some really good shit. Solid changes. Why the fuck couldn't you do this to Kazuya? He needs it just as bad as Leroy. And that's not even up for fucking debate. Kazuya is just as weak as Leroy is. So is Asuka. So are the Bears. And so far, everybody but Kazuya has gotten ridiculous nerfs, or ridiculous buffs. Thanks. Thanks, guys. I know you hate me and shit, but chim out. Lily. During heat smash. Okay, issue where back-facing opponent 1 resulted in block continuing has been fixed. Okay. So back turn 1, after the heat smash, is blocked. Resulted in block continuing has been fixed. So what is that, guaranteed now after the fucking thing is blocked? Or what's it must be after it's... I don't know. That's interesting. And then 1, 2, 4. While standing 1, 2, 4. Expanding the hurt box, leaving in a situation of certain attack with whiff. Okay, that's fine. Fuck Lily, who cares? Paul. Heat smash, tracking ability. Second hit has been adjusted to prevent it from tracking opponents who sidestep the first hit. I mean, if you can sidestep the first hit, you should be able to sidestep the second one, man. Like, good luck sidestepping the first hit. That shit tracks crazy good. I guess that's for Lily players who can sidestep literally fucking everything. And then his Demo Man. First 2 hits of Demo Man. Tracking capability, the second has been enhanced, same kind of deal. Alright. So Paul is just behavior change. Nothing major on Paul. Can't really say much about that. Raven, the next character I'm pretty interested in. I like this one. Raven's pretty cool. Heat Smash. Expanded the hurt box, alleviating situations where certain attacks would whiff. Okay. So this could be a good thing and a bad thing for Raven. I mean, he's easy to if you sidestep his heat smash, then, which is pretty easy to do, but now with the hurt box expanded, it's gonna connect more often. But that's cool. 4 tilde 3, 4 1 plus 2. 4 tilde 3 is the 2 double kicks where he kicks the he does like a low kick, or it's like a mid kick and then a higher kick, and it's just a one move. I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's the 2 cross kicks. Very good for wall carry, like after a tailspin or a tornado spin, and you run up to them and do 4 tilde 3. 4 tilde 3 gets them to the wall, and then you're able to do your fucking wall shit. So it's a good move for that. Tracking capability, second has been enhanced exclusively when the first hit connects, alleviating the occurrence of whiffing mid-whiff. Oh, that's great. So Raven's got more consistent wall carry, and he had a lot of hitbox issues. So it looks like with tracking being fixed and the hurt box of his heat smash being fixed, the problems Raven had that kept him in the lower tier seem to be being alleviated a little bit. Down back 2-1, his 13 frame punish. Back 4-4, a pretty good move, leaves you in back turn. And while crouching, down 4, 3 plus 4. Oh, so full crouch, down 4, 3 plus 4, so his hell sweep. Wow. So yeah, these moves, the second hit is going to connect a lot more often now. All of these moves have massive hitbox problems. So the other one I can think of that has a big hitbox problem is forward 4-3. That might need some adjustments in the future, but that's his knee launcher. That's minus 14 on block. It's not that great on block, but it's mostly used as like a whiff punisher. And that could use a hitbox adjustment as well, because it whiffs, it makes combos whiff pretty consistently, and it whiffs in combos, it's a move that you're going to use multiple times in a combo, so having a hitbox increase on that is pretty fucking crucial. Hitbox has been enlarged to mitigate instances of whiffing for certain moves, for his while standing 4. Good. Alright, well again, like I keep saying, everybody in the fucking game deserves a solid and consistent 11 frame while standing punish. And Raven's had a problem, now it doesn't have a problem anymore. Good. So, right on. One of my other characters is eating pretty good. Alright, and we got Reina here, one of the other characters I love. Not too many changes. Adjusted the collision on your heat smash, tracking ability to reduce occurrence of slipping through the opponent at close range. Okay. Lowered the tracking ability of the first hit to prevent the second hit from tracking if the opponent sidesteps the first hit. This is a good change. We needed that. Rage Art has been fixed, not going to whiff anymore. She did have a major issue with her Rage Art whiffing just because of the way she hits with the Rage Art. She does like an upward chop kind of thing, and it is really fucking finicky with the hit detection. So, She needed it pretty fucking significantly. Rage arts in this game are just behaviorally fucked anyways, so it's good they're adjusting all this shit now. Down forward 4-2-3, that's her wall combo, tornado spin attack, or back 4. Back 4 does the same thing, but it's only one hit. Collision detection with the opponent has been adjusted to mitigate situations where certain counterattacks would whiff even when evading by crouching. Well, no one's using that shit in the neutral anyway, so who cares? So Reina's pretty much unchanged. Decent change to her heat smash that other people are going to love. But as far as Reina goes, she's going to play the exact same she always has been. So if you like that, great. If you don't, well, get fucked, I guess. Next up, Steve. One of my other favorites. So three of my favorites back to back. It's pretty sick. Based on overall direction, adjustments were made to improve the performance of techniques related to Tekken 8 feature Lionheart, his new stance, with a focus on enhancing offense and making it easier to maintain pressure. Regarding Up Forward 2, which serves as one of Steve's few aerial combo starting techniques, yes, very few aerial combo starters, few launchers, its limited reach often restricted its effectiveness. That's true, it sucks ass. To address this, forward movement has been increased to create more opportunities for initiating aerial combos. Alright, cool, so Up Forward 2 is better now. During Heat Smash, yeah, so Heat Smash changed damage from 45 to 50. This should have been fucking forever. Like, why does Steve's Heat Smash do 45 damage? It's literally just the same fucking thing as everybody else's Heat Smash. It's hard to step. It's fucking plus on block. You know, like, it does the same thing as 90% of the other fucking Heat Smashes, but for some reason his Heat Smash did 45 damage and everybody else's did 50 or more. Like, I don't know what the hell they were doing with that one, but I'm glad they rectified that. That's great. His Rage Art has been fixed for whipping shit as well. His Sonic Fang, distance between the opponents is reduced and the first hit is blocked. Nice. So, you're not going to get whiff punished for whipping the second hit at any range. You're just going to get block punished for doing this now. So that's great. That's a lot less stressful. I'd much rather eat a fucking 14 frame punish than eat a fucking launcher. So, for whipping it. So yeah. Steve, down back 3-2, back 1-2, up forward 3-2, ducking left and right 1-2. So all the moves that transition him into Lionheart, basically. The recovery time inflicted on the opponent on hit has been increased by 1 frame. Ah, okay, so it's more plus on hit now. This change has been made considering that opponents' Power Crush made it easier to defend against pressure from Lionheart. Right, yes. So now Power Crush isn't going to beat out Lionheart entirely. It's just going to beat it, like, it'll beat probably Lionheart 1+2. But it doesn't look like it's going to be able to beat Lionheart 2, and it certainly isn't going to beat Lionheart 1. So that's good. Up forward 2, the forward movement has been increased to extend the reach of the attack. Cool. We already mentioned that. While standing 1-1, that's one of his punishers. The phenomenon where the opponent would not naturally quickly crouch to evade the subsequent high attack after blocking the first hit has been corrected. So now this is a natural combo and it's a proper punishment, or it's a proper punisher. Cool. During spin from the issue where Peekaboo is inadvertently deactivated under certain conditions has been fixed. During ducking 1+2 over and over again. So the Gatling Punch start with the 7th hit was adjusted to match the animation, alleviating cases where combos would whiff in certain situations. Okay, so this is going to be a very, very, very consistent wall combo ender now. Great. Lionheart stance. The behavior, the unintended ability to transition into Peekaboo or ducking in direct through specific inputs has been corrected. Oh, shit. During Lionheart 1+2, the startup of the attack has been changed from 20 to 21 to 18 to 19 frames of impact, depending on the range you are away from Steve. At close range is 18 frames to impact, and at tip range is 19 frames. So, cool. Good. Lionheart 1+2 is going to be really fucking useful now. The behavior of the opponent on a hit has been modified to enable potential aerial combos. Wow, Lionheart 1+2 is going to be really fucking good. Nothing about it no longer guard breaking, and now it launches? Jesus. Alright, so Lionheart 1+2 is a scary ass move now. But Lionheart's stance has been fucked. So you can't do the peekaboo tech anymore, I guess, is what this means. Initially, so what we used to do, or what we still do for another week anyways, is with Steve, once you're in Lionheart, like if you do back 1-2 with Steve, he transitions to Lionheart right after the second hit, no matter what, if it's on hit or on block. And from there, you can do, if you watch his foot, when his left foot moves in front of him, after he goes into stance, once his feet change positions one time, you can, if you visually confirm that that's happening on screen, you can do forward 3, a tilde of forward 3 tilde of 3+4, which means like tilde is where you press the buttons super quick in succession, one after the other. So forward 3, forward 3+4, very fucking quick, like bada. That's the fucking, that's the I don't know what do you call it. That's the rhythm. Instead of dun dun, you do da da. It's like, it's a very quick input. It takes a lot of practice to get that shit, and now all the hours of practice I put into fucking learning that are gonna go down the drain because you can't do that shit anymore. That sucks ass. Damn it, man. Alright, well, fuck. So Steve got some significant buffs, but at the same time, it's one of the most useful things he had. You know what? I think they got rid of this, obviously got rid of it because they're increasing the utility of Lionheart 1+2. That move was pretty fucking useless. People would either block that or they would duck that or they'd power crush. Now it's dangerous on block and it's dangerous on hit. Or it's more dangerous on hit. So, and it doesn't look like you're going to be able to power crush out of every option from Lionheart, but I think Lionheart's 1+2 is still going to be power crushable. It'll still lose to power crush and heat burst, so not totally fucked. And final one is Shaheen. Don't care about Shaheen whatsoever. So, you know, it looks like nothing but uninteresting behavior changes right here for Shaheen, so I'm going to leave it here for a second. You Shaheen players, all two of you out there, go ahead and read this and do your fucking Shaheen dance. And, you know, fucking stealth step your way into the next match where pretty much nothing's changed. So, there you go. Shaheen players, sorry, but your character is fucking boring. I'm not interested in Shaheen. I know he's more interesting than he was in Tekken 7, but I don't give a fuck about Shaheen. Alright, we're on to the last page of the patch notes. Holy fuck, this is a long-ass video. But anyways, here we go. Based on overall direction of Chaoyu needs a lot of work, so this is going to be interesting to see. Adjustments from raid to suppress the outstanding performance of certain techniques. Chaoyu is a character who excels in a defensive strategy utilizing the evasive properties of Phoenix. Yeah, the Art of Phoenix stance. However, her offensive capabilities are enhanced during heat, compensating for the usually lacking offensive aspect. Nevertheless, to address issues with overwhelming combo damage and the dominance of her hypnotist mix-up game, slight adjustments were made to temper these aspects. Cool. This is going to be exciting. During heat, forward 2-1-2. Damage changed from 20 to 23. Nice. Forward 1-2 during heat. Position of attack hitbox has been adjusted to prevent attacks from hitting opponents from behind during a tech roll of any kind, and the opponent's state when blocking has been changed from crouching to standing. Nice! Up forward 2 as well. Wow. Okay, good. Because the being fucking left in crouch after this shit was bullshit. You have to step Chaoyu to the left for 99% of her moves. And after being hit by that fucking move and doing it on block, I want to step her to the left. But I can't because I play on player 2 side, and Tekken doesn't allow you to step into the foreground after you block a move that leaves you in crouching. It's just the way the way that Tekken works. If a move hits you and you block it and it forces your character into crouch, you are then completely negated from being allowed to use sidestep into the foreground. You can only sidestep into the background, which in Chaoyu's case is playing right into her strong attacks. Almost all of her moves track either not at all or to her left, which is into the background on player 2 side. Which means that me, as a Kazuya player, I'm just forced to sit there and fucking take the pressure from a broken-ass Chaoyu because I can't sidestep left playing on player 2 side because I play Kazuya. So, you know, it's total bullshit. It's not fair at all, and I'm glad that they switched that to standing because that shit, her heat stuff is already oppressive as fuck. The Hypnotist garbage, her second heat smash, the one she does out of stance, is insane, plus 18, and they haven't changed that. So, plus 18, guaranteed mix-up on both hit and on block for that fucking heat smash. Eat a dick. Literally, I just said they didn't change it, and then I fucking see that they changed it right here. The unintended setting of jump status after the attack has been corrected. So, they didn't fucking do shit. This one's not changed at all. So, back turn heat smash is still ridiculously strong, and hopefully the rest of her moves being nerfed is what rectifies that, because that's a problem. Forward movement from before an attack, and the hitbox size have been increased primarily to stabilize behavior when used in aerial combos. Alright. Up back 4, the annoying ass kick, changed damage from 26 to 20, good. While standing 2, recovery time reduced by 1 frame. Why are you buffing anything with Chaoyu right now? Get the fuck out of here, man. Back facing, so back turn 1-2. Tracking ability has, after the first attack on a hit or block has been enhanced to alleviate instances of attacks whiffing midway through. God fucking damn it, dude. Stop buffing Chaoyu, dude. Jesus Christ. Anyways, Hypnotist, here we go, the big shit. This is the stuff that needs more nerfs than anything. Hypnotist 2 is her heat engager mid. Launcher. The consumption of remaining heat time has been changed from 180 frames to 240 frames. So she loses a good full second of heat when she activates Hypnotist 2. Shit, dude, I don't know about that. Hurtbox has been expanded to make it easier to land, even with high-hitting attacks. During Hypnotist 3. So Hypnotist 3, the sweep, that's super stupid cheap. The hurtbox has been expanded to make it easier to land, even with high-hitting attacks. But what? Why does it say a down arrow like they nerfed this move? Recovery time increased by 1 frame. Okay, yeah, so it recovers slower. But recovery time is not necessarily frames on block. Like, it's only minus 12. It should be minus 16 or 18. It's a ridiculously good move. Now it's what? Okay, so minus 12. Does the recovery time increase? Does this mean it's minus 13 now? Does Kazuya get to launch it? I mean, even then, that's not enough. I want this move to be punishable by everyone. The entire cast should be allowed to punish Chaoyu's Hypnotist 3. That move is too fucking strong. It gives a full launch in heat after 2 steps, and 2 steps is nothing. She literally steps twice before you can even fucking blink, and then you're launched. And if you fucking eat this move, or if you block that move, and it's a total guess, by the way, then all you get is a fucking 12-frame punish from while standing. Meanwhile, she gets to take 100 damage off your fucking health bar with 1 combo because of Hypnotist 3 in heat. It's a nonsense move. It's total bullshit. So they've not really done anything to these two. This still tracks and is still a heat engager. It's obviously, it's still going to be a heat engager forever, probably. Still going to be plus 5 on block in heat. Still going to be a launcher in heat. Still going to be able to totally mix this up with the 3 option. This is not fixed at all. On paper, this is not fixed. Maybe it'll be fixed in practice. Maybe it'll be less practical to go up against. But for now, reading it as it is, they've done nothing to that. So, Chaoyu, for all intents and purposes, is going to be a problem going forward still. A selection of special style throws has been... oh, fuck it, who cares? Yeah, special style, who gives a shit? Yoshimitsu, and then Zafina, and then we're done. Holy tits! Alright, Yoshimitsu's next. Yoshi also needs some nerfs, so let's see what he's got going on. 1-1, and during Muto no Kiwame, 1-1. Then collision detection and hitbox have been adjusted to alleviate situations where the attack may whiff in certain circumstances. Okay. That's a bit of a buff. Is heat smash, down forward 2+3, or 1+4, sorry. Down forward 1+4. Timing at which down forward 1+4 and down forward 1+2, 1+2, or down forward 1+4, 1+2 are treated as jump status was inconsistent, and this has been corrected. So it's consistently jump status now, I guess. Back 2-2. The hitbox has been expanded to alleviate situations where the attack may whiff in certain circumstances. Forward 4-4-3, so running 3, and full crouch down forward 1. Hitbox around the main body has been expanded to alleviate situations of whiffing at close range. Really? Well, so full crouch down forward 1 is that stupid ass unblockable launcher that he has that gets spammed at all ranks and is super effective if you tech roll, and catches like the highest level of players, and it's been buffed. It hits more. All right, man. All right. Yoshimitsu players eating good. 1-2 down back 2 while standing. 1-2 down back 2. In specific situations, the issue where the third hit was landing as a consecutive hit after the second hit has been corrected. Stance back 1+2 in stance. Certain behavior resulted in the stance resulted in one stance instead of the other stance when performing certain inputs has been corrected. Okay, who cares? Manji Dragonfly 4, a super good kick that he has from that move. That's mid, and you mix it up with the throw and that stupid fucking homing move that beats jabs. I can't remember what it's called. In specific situations where the anticipated tactics were not working as intended, the move status has been changed to treat it as a jump until landing. This alteration allows the character to evade low attacks and special low attacks from the opponent. Holy fuck. Alright, so now it's gonna high crush. Or it's gonna low crush. Jesus. And then heat state. His sword. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so his sword used to light up when he wasn't in heat. After going to in heat and then doing some shit, and then after you lose your heat, the sword's still on fire. That's not supposed to happen, so it's just a visual effect. Who cares? So yeah, Yoshimitsu, nothing too serious, but he's still gonna be annoying as fuck. And the fact that his crouching unblockable low launcher is gonna hit more consistently, and won't whiff at close range. This change does not affect the attack's reach. Well, yeah, so it's really just a bug change. So, okay, fine, whatever. It's good. Zafina, the final character to talk about, and the final character I even give a shit about, because I love Zafina. She's I recently picked her up, and she's so much fun to play. Her and Raven I'm dabbling with right now, and I'm a Mishima guy, but goddammit, Zafina and Raven. I picked them up because I didn't know the matchups, and playing them, they're actually super interesting characters. Highly recommend. If you don't know the Zafina matchup, and you don't know the Raven matchup, which is like 99.9999% of the fucking player base, pick the characters up. They're actually a lot of fun to play, and you learn a fuck ton about their matchup as you play them. So, based on overall direction of version, I hope she gets a bunch of buffs. She's so weak. Adjustments have been made to improve the performance of moves new to Tekken 8 and expand the variety of offensive options. In particular, adjustments have been made to during Tarantula stance, down forward 1. So Tarantula is the one where she's crawling on the ground, and not the one where she's sitting on the ground. To make it more effective, and down forward 1 is that Azazel hand move that she's got from that stance. So it's a pretty strong move. Means of depleting the opponent's health through chip damage, aligning it with Zafina's concept of applying pressure to the opponents using Azazel's power. Yeah, so that's cool. So looks like she's going to be doing more chip damage, which is good because she does more chip damage to herself than really anybody else except June, and that's not really necessary for someone so fucking weak in this game. Rage Arts, hitbox has been it's been fixed. During Heat and Scarecrow, so the Heat Smash from Scarecrow Expanding the hurt box and leaving the situations where certain attacks would whiff. Okay. That's good. 1-4, so that's her 10-frame punish that transitions her into Tarantula stance. The behavior of the opponent on hit has been modified, and the frame advantage has been changed from +2 to +20 fucking 2. Jesus. So she can apply Tarantula pressure now very heftily after she connects with 1-4. I think that's a good change. That stance is fucking trash. No one's really going to be using that stance. Tarantula's garbage. She can't block, she can't sidestep in that stance, she can't even backdash or back up at all. It's a terrible stance. The only defense it has is that it's a really, really low stance. But if you've got some scoopy mids with your character, like Kazuya's down forward 4, you can hit her out of that stance so easily and she can't do anything about it. So having the ability to actually create a pressure scenario in that stance, +22 looks ridiculous on paper, but because that stance is so trash, it's actually more, it's more in your favor than you'd think, even though you are at -22 at that point. You're still at an advantage. You can still, just kind of block whatever the fuck she throws at you. You just don't have a whole lot of scary stuff in Tarantula. She has no good lows from that stance. To facilitate offense after landing an attack, the distance from the opponent on hit has been reduced. The behavior of the opponent on block has been modified, decreasing the distance to the opponent when the attack is blocked. Okay, cool. So, behavior of the opponent on block has been modified. So she now gets... Okay, so if the opponent blocks the move, then she's further away and you're in Tarantula stance. So you probably want to get the fuck out of Tarantula stance ASAP as possible if this is blocked. But if it hits, you're free to apply Tarantula pressure. Tarantula pressure, like she even has any pressure in that stance. Forward 1+2, that's her heat engager. A new move for her. Even when hitting from the side, the connected moves are now corrected to heat continuously, similar to when hitting from the front. Good, because that second hit would whiff very often. Down 3 is one of her good lows. The opponent's behavior on hit has been changed, and the frame advantage has been changed from +2 to +5. God damn! Initially, the frame advantage upon hitting the opponent when transitioning to Mantis stance with down 3 hold down has been adjusted from +4 to +7. Wow. Holy shit. That's a really good... It was a good move at +2, but at +5. Holy fuck. And now if you transition to Tarantula, or a Mantis stance, which is, I'd say, one of her... Like, Tarantula is pretty useless. Mantis is pretty fucking good. You're going to use it a lot. You're going to use Scarecrow the most by far, but Mantis, pretty good stance. Yeah, that's fucking good. Wow. Okay, so Zafina has a really good low now. A really good low. This move is fucking the tits now. Alright, it high crushes. It's +5 at least. You can also get while standing 3 into Scarecrow from this. Like, that's pretty strong, man. Yeah, that's pretty good. Down 3 is fucking sick for her now, dude. While running 3... solid move, which transitions into Scarecrow, but it whipped a lot. Adjust the collision detection with the opponent to reduce the occurrence of whipping for whipping for certain moves. Alright, so it's not going to whip as much. Great. So while running 3 and down 3 are 2 moves that you need for Zafina, and those are both improved significantly. While running 1+2, change to a homing attack. Good, she has fucking one homing attack that's useful. That's it. That's good. She needs that. Adjusted the startup 444 is her only useful homing attack, and it's not that good. It's super minus on like -9 on block. Hits long range, and it can hit if the opponent is grounded and they twitch a little bit. They try to get up while they're still grounded. You can hit them if they move at all, and it knocks down. So and it wall splats. So not a bad move, but honestly, it's like 18 frames to impact, so it's not the greatest move ever for 444. But 441 while running 1+2 was pretty much useless. But as a homing move, Like, you could step the shit out of this. It was slow as fuck. They increased the frames from 23 frames to impact to 20 frames to impact if you do it close range. Tip range is still going to be 24 frames to impact. But close range is 20 frames to impact, which means you can, with the running inputs, you get this move coming out at 22 frames. So you can potentially get this at 22 frames, which is about as fast as Kazuya's 443. It's 1 frame slower than Kazuya's 443. That's really good, man. 22 frames is as fast as Jin's down 2. And you know how often people get hit by that shit. I know that's a low, but this is a homing mid now. That's hella plus. That's a damn good... Dude, reduce recovery frames by 3 frames. Nice. Modify the opponent's behavior on block, increasing the frame advantage from +7 to +8. So it's faster to initiate, and you get an extra plus frame on block. So she's free to do whatever the fuck she wants at that point. +8, your opponent can't even move. They're at your mercy. So she has potential to create pressure now. Zafina is... She's up there now. She's a Tekken 8 character now from the looks of it. Increased hurt box to alleviate certain counterattacks, whiffing after crouching the attack. So that's fine. So yeah, if it gets blocked, or if it gets ducked, then you're dead, but that's fine. Altered Zafina's state after the attack, fixing the issue where she was immune to low attacks. Okay, so, you know, she can get hit by a lot more shit now after you do the move, but it's +8 on block and 22 frames to come out if you do it fast. So, brilliant fucking move. Glad they did that. Scarecrow 4, the power crush of hers. Hitbox has been expanded downward, alleviating a situation where it could occasionally whiff under certain circumstances. So this probably hits Chaoyu EOP now. Sick. Fuck yeah. Tarantula down forward 1. That's the move you pretty much end all your combos with. To better facilitate Zafina's characteristic style and technique of applying pressure to opponents using mids or moves imbued with Azazel's power, the following buffs have been implemented. Behavior of the opponent on block has been changed, and the frame advantage has been changed from -7 to +6. Holy fuck, dude. Zafina, never mind. You're going to use Tarantula a lot now. Holy fuck. That actually has a move that you can use in that stance? Jesus. To make it easier to apply pressure after the opponent blocks the attack, the distance from the opponent was reduced when blocked. Wow. Okay. Zafina got some hella buffs. Plus, on top of that, she got the buff last patch from that decreased the damage that she did to herself after using the claw moves, the Azazel claw. So she does less damage to herself now, and has more opportunities to create pressure against the opponent, and has more consistent hitboxes. So, yeah, hella frame increase. Hella frame increase. She's eating good. If you're bitching about Zafina now after this patch, you're just a bitch at that point. She's a great character now. She was playing Tekken 6. Now she's playing Tekken 8. So, good. Good shit. Honestly, my final thoughts, if I'm going to be totally rare with everybody right now, if I really want to be honest about everything, this shit is bullshit. After going through the whole patch notes, all the patch notes now, all the bottom tier characters, Zafina, Bears, Leroy, Raven, Steve, Kazuya, Asuka. Am I missing anybody? Bottom tier characters? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's everybody. Bears, Law, Lars Lee, yeah, fuck. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much all the bottom tiers. So yeah, all those 6 characters I just listed, it looks like everybody got significant increases in their gameplay, whether it be more consistent frames, better damage, something. Everybody got hella buffs except Kazuya. Really? The dude who heads the fucking balancing team for Bamco, for Tekken, is Mishima Star. He's a well-known Kazuya main. Why is that guy okaying significant buffs for all the bottom tier characters except the one that I play? Except the one that he plays. Like, the fuck, man? So really, at the end of the day, Kazuya is really looking like the solo member of the D tier, and everybody else is at least B. So, hey, all us Kazuya mains, we should probably take a breather from the game for the next couple of months, or at least not take it as seriously. Because unless you really want to get upset playing the game, because there's not going to be a whole lot Kazuya can do versus many characters in the game now. He's pretty much fucking useless. With all these insane increases and buffs for some characters, and nerfs to the characters that needed the nerfs, but not enough nerfs for some characters. Like Chaoyu needs way more nerfs than that. Her fucking hypnotist stance needs to be shredded. You know, you got that shit to deal with, and Kazuya's like,
Oh yeah, you guys can punish Leo's heat smash if you duck it now. You can punish it now. That's fine. It will allow the one thing. Also, you can get your fucking 4-4-2. After 1 + 2, maybe. I haven't tested that yet. It's probably too good to be true from the sounds of it. So, I mean, hey, if you play anybody but Kazuya, congrats. You're probably happy. If you're a Brian player, you're probably stoked on life. If you're a Steve player, probably stoked on life. Devilgen players, you're probably like a little bit upset about the heat smash, but at the end of the day, even you guys know that shit was broken and needed to be fixed. Kazuya players, we're depressed. We're extremely sad. All you guys are wondering why we're playing Kazuya, and now we're starting to wonder that too. Anyways, I'm happy with all the changes, except the Kazuya ones. The ones that I have for the ones that I got for all my other characters, cool. I'm stoked. Zafina's changes are great. Raven's changes are cool. And Steve and Reina didn't get any real changes, so that's good. She's fine as is. She actually could use some nerfs, to be honest. And Devilgen, nothing really special about what happened to him. Steve got some pretty damn good increases in his ability to play Tekken 8. And, you know, it is what it is. Can't fucking have your cake and eat it too, I guess. But all I want is, like, some crumbs. I want some fucking crumbs off the table, please. I'm not asking for even a slice of cake, let alone the whole fucking thing. I just want some fucking crumbs. And they're, like, I don't even care if it's already been in your guys' mouth. Just give me some fucking crumbs off the damn cake. Kazuya, he doesn't even know what a fucking crumb looks like at this point. So, hopefully, I'm holding out hope for June. The June patch, when Lydia gets released, please. All I request, is that we fix Kazuya's left arm. His left arm, the hitbox on all the moves with his left arm, is non-existent. So, that's the only real adjustment he needs. He doesn't need a buff. He doesn't need any nerfs. He just needs his left arm to be able to connect when doing things. That's all I want. So, anyways, have fun watching the video, guys, that you already just watched, literally just now, as I'm saying this. And I will see you on the next one. Much love, everybody. Keep rocking out and keep gaming. And, have fun kicking everybody's ass in Tekken 8 unless you play Kazuya.